Published worldwide renowned author, published
Poet, isn't she?
author, fancy artist. My mom will make a guest appearance next week.
So you're going to tell us all about her favourite comics?
We'll see. It's how the interview goes.
Yeah. You're going to tell us embarrassing stories about your youth? That's right. He used to stay in the church playing with his dingle. You just wouldn't leave it alone.
Did you see 6.5 off-white? Hey, it should be white pages.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit off-white at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough. Ah, dear. So how has everyone's week been?
Painful.
Painful
and exhausting. Had a baby today, though. It was a beautiful thing. So
okay, cool. I've got new pains as well myself, to be honest. I was slightly considering going to the doctor to chat to them about it, but it's just always like, you're just an old bastard and leave it at that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, last night and the next 2 days, I'm taking heavy-duty sedatives and painkillers, PRN stuff, for when it gets.
Oh, look, Bill's actually here on time. Well, almost on time. We've started already, but he's here now.
Damn it!
He's not half an hour late.
Whoa!
You're normally at least half an hour late, Bill. So I accept that as the norm.
What?
You were half hour late. 15 minutes.
And Nevs was going to be on yesterday. So.
What? Bill, I got
yesterday. Oh, he's got a Purple Haze. He's being sponsored by Purple Haze. I'm convinced.
He should be. No matter what he drinks, bloody hell.
Cheers, man. Cheers, Mark.
Cheers.
I got some good news for you, Bill.
Cheers,
I'll go get beer.
And cheers,
I'll go get beer.
I resisted.
Listen, Remus.
I resisted sending photographs. Bill, I resisted sending photographs.
Don't sound very loud. Okay, that's louder.
I resisted sending photographs to save the surprise, Bill.
Oh, thank you so much, Kyle. You saved me my lunch.
I had a discussion with my friend that I've known since.
And also Bishop's Finger. So you have Purple Haze and Go Graham.
Bishop Finger.
Bishop Finger.
If the bishop sticks his finger in the right place, you might see a purple
finger on Purple Haze.
But yeah,
it was my housemate's birthday at the weekend, and for his present, he got lots of beer given to him. Because he's vegan, he won't have them, so they're all mine.
Well, there you go.
So I've got all his beer.
What's not vegan about beer?
They use a thing called isinglass, which is fish scales, to clean out the what do you call it, the sediment. So we can't.
I've never heard of no.
His loss is my gain.
Well, you know what? Yeah.
It wasn't you that gave him his birthday present.
I mean,
no, I didn't give him about
fish scales. I mean, they're going to lose them anyway.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it?
I'd be a pescatarian anyway. I'd still eat fish.
All these beers were sitting on the side, and I went, "Oh, are they for me, Elric?" And he went, "Actually, they are for you." And I went, "What? Hey, okay."
You know why fish are so smart?
Why fish are so smart?
Yeah.
No, but is it a joke?
They're always in schools.
Okay. Yeah. Well, surely if they're always in school, they're not very smart then, because they've not.
No, you can be dumb school. I mean,
they haven't graduated.
It's true.
They might have been kept back a few years,
Or as we say in the States, the school to the school for the slow bus, but that's or the short bus.
The wheels
and
on the bus go square.
School of hard knocks.
Kyle, you seem to be fuming today. What's up? What's up with what is that tattoo on your neck again? I know I asked you every other week.
The cover of Exiles #9. That's not.
It's not. It's a Smurf.
Oh, that's actually Oh yeah, it's an alien Smurf crossed with aliens.
Cover of Exiles 9.
Yeah.
Wow. So is that a scroll?
No, it's Nightcrawler's daughter.
Oh, she crawler.
And It
I
says
see.
and it says Anabahabik on it, which is Arabic for I love you, and that's a friend of mine that died of cancer about 10 years ago.
Aw, that's
So,
beautiful.
it's supposed to go down here, but I just said fuck it, put it up high. I'm sick of hiding my tattoos.
Yeah. You know, Ray Bradbury wrote about you. The very famous.
Drove my mom crazy.
Famous story.
Special guest next week. Don't bring it up with my mom. She went nuts with that. She's like, "Oh my god, that's horrible." I said, "Good, I don't care."
Oh, I won't say a word.
I
we
put
won't
it
mention
there.
it, will we,
I
Bill?
put it there to make a
Oh
statement.
yeah,
I didn't want to
we're
hide it.
totally going to mention it now.
I would have put all my tattoos on my forehead if I could have, but since I got most of them in the military and they have to be under the sleeve and covered, that's why all my tattoos are hidden except one.
Yeah, I have 0 tattoos on my body because my body is a temple and it must be worshipped in the proper manner.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Older
Alan Moore
senses.
Jr.
Yeah.
I was 40 when I got my one and only tattoo, and I thought my dad was going to kill me.
No, if I had
14.
No, 40.
40.
40.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so here's the story. We were, and it's of my own character. I won't show it now because I don't want to show off my beautiful body, but it's my own character. And so we were on a cruise for my parents' 50th anniversary, and I got a tattoo, and this guy that I'd befriended, and my dad and I were always betting blackjack at this one table on the cruise ship. And my friend goes, "Hey, Billy, did you show your daddy your tattoo?" And my dad looked at me, and first thing he said was, "Did Blanca get one?" So if I had lied and said Blanca got one, then he'd be okay with it because it's a couples thing and he can't say anything. But I had to tell the truth. I said, "No, sir, just me." And he goes, "Billy, what the hell were you thinking? I was in the military 26 damn years and I never got a wild hair up my ass to get a tattoo." And I was like, suddenly I went from 40 to 5 years old. Oh my God. And so this is still the only tattoo I've ever gotten. But and then at dinner that night, I go, "Mom, you haven't said anything about my tattoo." And she goes, "Billy, I'm used to these shenanigans from you." And she walked up, and I'm like, I can't win. I was 40. I was 40.
My dad's got
20 years ago.
My dad's got tattoos, so
I was 39. I was 39 when I got the one on my neck, so I was almost 40.
Yeah, you were. You were.
I just couldn't think of anything I want to pay 200 quid to have on my body permanently. It's just like,
Mark, any tattoos?
I have 0 tattoos. I have got a sort of thing about maybe getting a tattoo, but I would only do it if my wife got one and she won't do it.
Aww.
My wife has 5 tattoos, and she's about to get older. So
I got some stickers. I can stick a sticker on my arm maybe and walk around with that on instead.
There you go. So
Bill, stick it on my forehead for the day. What do you reckon? Which one should I wear?
That would be fine.
So I put the Iron Man on my forehead for the rest of yeah.
No, Hydra. Is there a Hydra tattoo?
Nah.
So
my friend that I've known over 40 years took a pass on some of my swag. And I said, "Well, Bill will be happy to hear that."
What? Oh my God, I love that. I think I had one of those at one time. I saw that tour twice that year.
An 84 satin sash.
They were so good. Oh my God, they were so good. And then right after that, guys, they became Van Hagar. And David Lee Roth was out of the band. Oh my God.
There's the ticket from it. Second row.
Oh my God.
I saw David Lee Roth in 1988 at Monsters of Rock, but really wasn't.
When he was on his own already?
Yeah.
That would have been the Skyscraper tour, I believe.
Yeah, that was right. Not my cup of tea, man. Too soft for my taste. I remember seeing it.
I love David Lee Roth.
Yeah,
I love this showmanship. I like Sammy Hagar too, for that matter. Oh my God, dude!
There's a Michael Anthony concert you pick. He was playing Panama when he tossed that to me.
That is so freaking cool. I love that so much.
Well, you got dibs on it now, Bill.
Okay.
I was gonna pass it on to Chris, and Chris said, "I got enough concert memorabilia, buddy."
Oh no, I don't have.
I gave him Elvis pictures, so
I do not have enough. You know, I found a copy of a Cheap Trick album signed by Rick Nielsen the other day in my collection. I totally forgotten I got him to sign it.
Speaking of Rick, there's a concert used pick of his.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, he threw me one. I have one somewhere, and I used to have one of Bunny Carlos's drumsticks. But I don't know whatever happened to it.
Well, now around Nauman knows how much. Nauman knows
I'm a huge Cheap Trick fan. You, Mark?
So look at that.
No.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cool.
This is gonna find its way to you.
Oh,
we'll figure out a sale trade or whatever. But
yes. I'll use it on my red Fender Stratocaster, which I don't really know how to play very well, but I'm working on it.
And still the funniest.
My cousin, of course, is a very good guitar player, but
yeah,
Usher's not even in the picture. But there's a tour bus and farting around.
I love all of this, dude. This is so freaking cool. Oh my god, I'm a big rock memorabilia guy though, but I love this so much.
There's stuff from John Wayne.
Everclear. Oh my god.
There's me and Art and my daughter. And
wonderful, man.
Eddie Money.
Look at that, Eddie Money, and you have $1 in the background.
Okay, go trying to get me to manage him. Edwin McCain. Alex Band from The Calling.
God,
what else? This is Larry Crane. This is Larry Crane, who worked with John Mellencamp for 25 years. There's a pick that Rick Springfield gave to me.
Wow.
Great story with that. But yeah, first
time
I
wish I had Jesse's girl. I don't know why I said that, but Rick Springfield joke there, folks.
We'll put this back up for now, but I'm gonna set them in the bill pile.
In the bill pile. That all sounds like the bile pile.
My buddy said, pay it forward, and I'm like, all right, I'll do that.
Mark, it's all about comics.
It is all about comics. It's not about rock memorabilia.
It's right now. It's all about rock memorabilia. If you two continue
talking about rock memorabilia, I'll start talking about cricket.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Now, what if I start showing country memorabilia?
Oh, no, you probably used to, yeah? Or
I used to play. I actually enjoyed
brought
cricket.
comic books. I did bring comic books to talk.
Okay, good.
I actually enjoyed cricket, by the way, but I don't think, we should talk about it here.
No.
I don't like cricket. Oh, no. I love it. Yeah.
Have you ever played bocce ball? Anybody?
Who?
Bocce ball is kind of the Italian cricket.
Okay.
But are you basically
what happens? Does everybody retreat at the end of the first innings?
Yeah, well, you either get a bullet or you get a what do you call it? Cannoli. As per The Godfather.
Go.
Leave your guns, take a cannoli, or whatever that phrase is. And we've lost Kyle. And we've gained Kyle back.
He's like an Australian. He goes walkabout every so often.
Yes, he does.
Mark, all that Van Halen memorabilia, and I still missed a question about Superman.
I know. I thought you'd get it because it was Van Halen.
What
was the question about Superman?
What?
We did there was one of the quiz questions Carl got wrong. The answer was Van Halen.
Yeah, what was the question?
It's a song lyric where they talk about Superman, and I thought it was
there's some lyrics from Van Halen where talk about Superman. And
I don't remember what song that would be.
No.
Something off the Diver Down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember there being a song about don't tug on Superman's cape.
Jim Croce.
And
Bad.
then, of course, there's Sunshine Superman, where Donovan talks about not only Superman, but Green Lantern.
I have done heavy metal shows completely superhero related, a couple of them on my podcast.
All right.
So I just like find the names of them. There was a band from Ukraine that had a demo called Batman Says Be Cool, so I had to play one of their tracks for a start.
That's actually super
go away. I'm trying
cool
to get
name.
Text off, and it will keep fucking staying there.
Greatest superhero record ever put out, hands down. Surfing with the Alien, Joe Satriani. The cover is an original Silver Surfer piece.
Yes, it is.
And it's an amazing record. It's
did
amazing.
Byrne do that? Byrne did that cover, didn't he? Yeah.
I think it was Byrne.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous cover.
So
and it should have been put on a cover of Silver Surfer, quite frankly.
Yeah.
You know,
is everyone still seeing that comment from Bookworm on the screen, or just on my one? It's still there.
No, it's gone.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
On your screen.
I'm trying to get rid of it, and it's showing up there for me for ages, but obviously it's gone for everybody else. But I'm sitting there trying to get rid of it when it's already gone.
Yeah, well, you know, a bookworm is just a form of virus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark your CGC 6.5 off white.
Yeah.
You're actually 6.4.
Vashanavi on Twitch. Hello, Vashanavi.
I love
What's
that.
this song about Lois Lane, comic bookworm? Tell us this Lois Lane song.
Yeah. You know Pocket Full of Kryptonite, don't you?
Yeah.
I got a pocket full of kryptonite.
Okay.
What band is that? I don't know why I can't.
I keep wanting to say the Bodines, but that ain't it.
It's not the Bodines.
It's one of them from that time frame. I'll remember.
The Smithereens. No,
not the Smithereens.
Oh, I love that cover, man.
I'm just going to show some comics where you guys gas bag.
Oh, I love that. Oh, gas bag.
You guys keep flapping your gums, and I just
gas bagging is the main part of this show, Graham.
It is when I'm not here. When my internet's not working well.
Yeah, you made Malbert P. Cordiddlehopper go take a whiz or something. Okay. Oh, that's
nice. What's that one, Graham?
Look at that.
That's awesome. That's not the first Batwoman, is it?
No.
I don't think so. No, I highly doubt it. It's number 153.
It's an early one.
Yeah, 153. It's pretty early. Low grade as heck. Same as this one.
Oh, I love that. That's Adam's cover.
House of Mystery.
Were these from Stapp Comics or Splat Comics or whatever?
Splat. No, these ones I got off someone on Facebook. These first ones I got someone on Facebook. And these are ones I got off Splat Comics.
Pocket Full of Kryptonite's the Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctors. Yeah, duh. I knew who it was in my head, but I couldn't take it out of my head. What? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's a nice cover.
The Mannequin.
The Mannequin.
4-color commentary has that flash as well.
Oh, nice.
Well, I've got 2 more comics to finish off my challenge run, so I can finally read it.
How many are there in the run?
12.
Right.
Claw. Somehow I've started collecting Claw. I don't know how I managed it. When I picked up some comics from one of my Facebook sellers the other day, I had about 6 comics of Claw and Unconquered in there, and I was like, I don't remember ordering these, and I was like, did I buy them to sell them on? And I thought, you know what, there's not that many more I've got to get, so let's just get the run. So yeah, here's number 2. It's quite cool. I have read him in a later run. He was in a team called Primal Force, I think they were called, like in the 90s, who I quite liked.
He's a Conan lookalike, isn't he? What is?
Yeah, he's got a demon hand.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Claw. Someone showed this, I think, on Cover Slings recently, I'm sure. It's a cool.
Oh, is that the robot vampire?
Yeah. Was it you showed it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone showed it recently.
Yeah.
And this one, like literally, I went through my boxes with Ray the other day, and this one I've not had in my collection for ages. So I might as well pick it up. It was only cheap. And like, just so I've got the full run of this 4-parter. For some reason, I never had number 1. And every time I look in that box, I see I've got 3 of them there, not number 1. It bugs the heck out of me. So apparently 4-color commentary's also got that Alan Davis detective. That's cool. This is a cool one. It's got Gremlins, Space Gremlins.
Oh, I like that one. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that is from Splat, because you've got his little Splat labels on.
Yeah, the rest of them, just the first few weren't. Right, I've got 2 more to go on my New Adventures of Superboy run.
It's Genie.
Yeah, with the light brown hair. It's blonde hair. Apparently, her name is the Yellow Pear. P-E-R. That's a bit shortening of Yellow Peril, maybe. I don't know. The Yellow Pear.
I don't know. Yellow Peril. Yeah, probably not.
Few Teen Titans.
The last package I sent to Mark had the first appearance of the Claw from like 75, but that was the one that went to Steeple Sheriffs.
The first appearance of who?
The Claw.
What is this Claw?
DC
I just showed.
The Claw from like 1975.
Okay, cool. What was his first appearance then?
It was in the Claw.
Oh, it's called the Claw.
Yep.
Was it that one I just showed?
1975.
Secret Origins.
Or Steel Claw.
Secret Origins.
Yeah, it was just the Claw.
This is one I had when I was a kid, but for some reason I went through a phase of trying to clear out some comics, thinking I should only concentrate on superhero comics. I've got rid of all my horror comics, got rid of all my war comics, and now it's like every time I see them, I go, I had that one, I got to buy that again. So I should never have got rid of them.
Right,
I should have known better than to get rid of them in the first place.
Exactly.
I
love that one.
Yeah. Another cool leading the superheroes.
Okay, what happened to your finger, Bill?
What's that?
I don't know. There's a question from Nauman. What happened to your finger?
Is that a play on Bill Finger?
No, my fingers are weird. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay, so when I put my fingers together,
it's like you lost the tip of a finger. Did you? No, the tip of a finger? He's got a weird finger.
No, my fingers are just out there. When I put my fingers together, there's a perfect
somebody married their cousin.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Could do that.
Is that a Kentucky finger? Is that an Alabama? Is that an Alabama? Is that not known as an Alabama manicure or something like that?
So one set of fingers is stair stepped.
Yeah.
How many?
And one has the middle fingers way shorter than the others. But
how many toes have you got? How many toes have you got, Bill?
Yeah, how many other toes?
Can you tell which one of these has been broken so many times?
Have you got webbing between your toes by any chance?
What?
Have you got any webbing between your toes?
No webbing.
How about a vestigial tail? Have you got a vestigial tail by any chance?
What?
I do.
You're lucky you live in Great Britain. No, I'm kidding.
Mark started it. Blame him. He started it. This is another one I'm pretty sure I had as a kid, and I've bought it again. I love the G.I. Robot. The G.I. Robot was really cool, and the Creature Commandos, and anything War That Time Forgot is just awesome.
What time? Wait, was that Weird War? That G.I. Robot was that Weird War?
Oh, you can sell me that one, Gray.
I could do, but I'm not going to. There's a guy I was chatting to on Facebook. He's got a load of like cool, like oh god, what's the bloody artist called? Really good at horror artist. Did Swamp Thing. Come on, guys, you know the name.
Yeah,
Swamp Thing guy.
Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, Bernie Wrightson. He had a load of like Bernie Wrightson covers. They were like $40, 40 quid, 50 quid, 25 quid. They're a bit too steep for my pocket. But if you're into them,
I need Bernie Wrightson.
Facebook.
Mark's got the Batman the Cult Run signed by him now.
I haven't.
Oh wow! Isn't that cool?
For some dark reason, we've got coverless
super nice guy
on cover slingers at some point. So I picked up 3 coverless comics. This one's going to get this. I can't believe this is going to get any points. It's just literally a content page.
No, that's a great comic. Oh my!
Yeah, it's a great comic, but it's a boring cover for cover slingers.
No, that's like a really good comic. Who cares about the cover? It's readable.
Cover slingers week.
They're all great.
I've got one more to get for coverless cover slingers week.
Razor, where you can't tell if it's a girl or a really.
But that's not Razor. Does anybody recognize that artwork?
Rob Liefeld.
Yes, I do. Now let me guess who that is. That is fairly distinctive.
Rob Liefeld.
Nope.
I don't think it's Liefeld.
Famous for creating.
It's one of the early Image guys, isn't it?
Not quite, but very.
Is it Dave Grell?
Created a very famous independent character.
It's not
the Crow guy.
In my opinion, yep.
Barr.
James Barr.
James Barr.
Signed by James
Wow.
Barr.
Okay.
Great storyteller, but can't draw worth a fuck.
COA.
There, I said it on camera.
So
I mean I love the story of the Crow, but it was cringeworthy art, and I really like James Barr, and I like his storytelling, and I like what he stands for, but it's really, I mean, I think he may have drawn less feet than Rob Liefeld.
Yeah,
you
Mark,
know?
you're the reason I got these out.
Okay.
But I do love you, James, if you're out there.
This one's signed by Christina Strain, even though it's a limited Michael Turner cover.
No.
God, cover's beautiful. Really
Here's
nice. Man.
Stephen Furchow autograph.
Ooh, Steven.
And it's the European Tour Edition book.
Nice.
Okay.
That was signed at the Comic Cave in Hamburg, Germany.
Oh, very nice.
Where the Beatles used to perform.
So let's see if I can
I'm
cover
kidding.
up this.
I'm
now.
kidding.
They used to perform in the Cavern Club.
That was a Cavern Club. That was Hamburg, though, wasn't it?
Who did that
was
artwork
Hamburg.
there? Who's that artwork?
Peach? No, it's
Peach may not have been born when this came out.
okay.
Comic Bookworm says, did he do Nottingham? I'm not sure he means Nottingham, but not Nottingham. Is that
David Mack?
Mac?
There's a David Mack autograph plus a Atsu autograph. And look, you turn it around. Oh, there's another David Mack autograph.
What the hell? How did that happen twice?
No one's willing to answer your question, Bookworm. Sorry, mate. I don't know the answer.
Okay, there's the Mask of Noah. Are you ready for this?
Bookworm, blame Bizarro.
Mark,
one.
you're the reason I'm pulling these out.
Blame Bizarro number 247.
Because look, another David Mack autograph.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God! Will
will
this insanity never cease?
So, but Mark was showing off some books the other day, and he was talking about these guys. So I just figured, I can't go fishing deep in boxes. So
why not try to one up them, right? That's the American way.
Oh, nice.
Vampirella, what number is that?
Mostly virgin cover.
She doesn't look like a virgin to me, but hey.
But look, the COA is actually part of the comic and it's autographed.
That's cool. I've not seen that before.
I'd imagine not many of these you'll see because they're a limited number, but this is Purgatory Darkest Hour, number 1.
Wow.
Premium edition, limited to 3,000 copies, and it's the autograph one.
Wow. I've never heard of that comic, but I'm sure it's
speaking of Purgatory, but look at them bazungas. Nice bazungas.
Well,
hey, this isn't fair. I failed math.
Everybody,
I was social at class.
what in the world are you watching?
What's that? Great.
Grace got bored.
Are you editing stuff when your mic's not muted?
Why quit trying? That's because it's a little tough now. Let me tell you a
doing
thing.
an edit?
Gray is watching himself on television.
So there's the
Welcome
issue
to
of
our
Purgatory
Purgatory.
everybody knows.
Oh, fuck.
Bookmark, an autographed bookmark.
Oh, very nice. I
There's
like
no
all these.
tab.
I like all these, Kyle.
Huh?
I like all these.
Let's see. This has like 3 autographs on it.
I think you've shown that one before. That's nice.
Yes, you have.
And it's got the whole setup where it's got limited things inside of it and all kind of fun stuff.
Well, hell.
Polito, Stephen Hughes. Oh, look what I come across. It's another David Mack book that's autographed.
Dude, you're
When did you
freaking
get all
me
those?
out.
Did you meet him somewhere?
David Mack, I could almost walk to David Mack's house from here. I say that jokingly, but
Yeah.
Hey, let's
He's
go. Let's
almost
go drive
from
to his
Indiana.
house.
he's
Let's
so
go
close.
pay
he's
him a
almost
surprise
from Indiana.
visit.
Is
Come
he,
on,
does
Mark,
he live next door to
Thursday,
AJ Foy?
Let's go. Get in the car.
He probably lives relatively close
Come
to Bub.
on.
He probably lives relatively close to Bub.
Yeah.
Because of where Bub is. But I mean, you know, when we talk
Hell, we got
distance,
time.
to me,
Let's go see them both.
to me, 1,000 miles is nothing. to you guys, you could go from John O'Groats in Scotland out of England.
Yeah, you'd be ending up somewhere down the bottom of south of France. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And to me, I've walked across the country.
I can only do that if my car drove across, the ocean.
There's a Darkness limited version variant signed by 3 people.
You've shown us
Darkness the other day. I meant to.
Okay, this is a repost.
Some of these might be repost or variants. There's a Vampirella variant.
That's beautiful. Again, signed by David Mack. I asked him not to because it's not him.
This is why I went up in those boxes, though. Was from a conversation I was having.
Oh, and there goes my phone.
Who is famous for creating Aria?
I have no idea.
No clue.
Look at the bottom name on there.
David Mack. I'm kidding. I don't know.
Wait a minute. We've got. Is that? Padrillo. I don't know who that is. R. Adams? No. Anacleto. Jay Anacleto.
Jay Anacleto.
Oh, is that a Jay Anacleto cover?
Yeah, that's a creation.
Wow.
Now that's not an Anacleto autograph there. That's a Brian Hogan. That's who also created her. But this is a limited Aria piece.
That must be really early Anacleto.
Like his first. Again, some of these might be repeats because they were just there. A triple signed Vampy by Casada and Palmiotti.
Wow, man.
Still in the bag.
That's freaking awesome.
Nice little red Sonya. Again, I just grabbed these because of what you've been showing the other day. Nice little red Sonya variant.
Red Sonya back?
Signed by Gail Simone.
Oh, very nice.
Wow, that's nice.
So Gail Simone. You keep talking about these, and I know I got to put them in.
I caught that one in a really rapey condition. That's a really odd series from Marvel. I don't know what.
You see what that is?
What is that?
That's Greg Hand, isn't it?
What is that?
Greg Horn's autograph.
No, what's that comic?
Marvel. It's Marvel decided to do a semi-pornographic comic.
Yeah.
Really peculiar. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a Greg Horn autograph Marvel
artwork.
And while we're at it, how about another?
Was it like a soap opera kind of thing? Like Marvel?
Greg Horn autograph there.
That's a famous one where she's dropping all the videos and everything, yeah.
And that's a Horn autograph, so I figured you'd want that.
What?
I'm gonna be hard pressed to ever come off of this because I've never seen another one.
What?
What is it?
OCT.
Of course.
Occult Crimes Task Force. Can you tell who that is?
It's not Jay Anacleto again, is it?
Selena Gomez.
Let me see where it is. There's
Rosario Dawson.
Huh?
Rosario Dawson.
Yep.
Wow,
that is a Rosario Dawson autograph comic book. And now she wrote it.
Is that show? No. She has another show she started a comic for.
Yeah, she's done a couple, but she wrote this one.
She's smart, dude, and she's so cool and so.
And now she's Ahsoka, so she's prime real estate. You know, everybody loves her for Ahsoka. I always tell people, if you want to see great Rosario Dawson, just watch Rent and watch her sing out tonight.
Okay, Mark, what Marvel character that Roy Thomas's wife at the time wrote that Rosario Dawson became in Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and the Defenders?
I'll answer it.
Elektra?
Nope.
Go.
Night Nurse.
Night Nurse. Absolutely.
Night Nurse.
She played Night Nurse. That's her character is Night Nurse.
Is Night Nurse.
How about some Dark Child?
Which ran how many issues, Kyle? Did that run 6 issues?
4.
Just 4? Okay.
I've never heard of it.
That's signed by Randy
early
Queen.
70s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a 20 center.
There's another Dark Child. Nice booty cover. Signed by Randy Queen. But I grabbed these for a specific reason. Here's Classic J. Scott Campbell.
Oh, Danger Girl.
Danger Girl. She's
great.
Danger Girl.
That's not J. Scott Campbell's signature.
That's Amy Garner, I think. But this is the limited foil one of that. Speaking of limited, how about it even tells you how limited that one is?
1,250
copies.
Signed by Silvestri.
Wow.
Tomb Raider.
Black and white.
Yeah, nice. I like that one. That's cool.
Now, we talked about Greg Horn a minute ago, and then you also talk about Greg Land because people love Greg Land. How about some Witchblade by Greg Land? It's signed by Greg Land.
Mark, okay, another question for you.
Yeah.
What was the sequel to Secret Agent Man?
What was the sequel to Secret Agent Man?
The sequel TV series, unofficially.
I don't think I've ever heard of it. No, pass.
The Man from Uncle.
No, but you're okay. So Secret Agent
Danger Man.
What was it? Patrick
McGowan.
Prisoner.
Prisoner.
You prisoner. Yes. And in fact, the opening sequence is him as Secret Agent Man.
Okay.
Submitting his resignation, and
okay,
they put him in the village. A great series, by the way.
You are number 6.
I love The Prisoner. I've been
More
there.
Greg Land.
Oh, you have?
Blade.
Oh, you bastard!
Signed
Of course
by
you
Greg
have.
Land.
You can drive there in your RV. I'm coming over there. We're gonna go take over Italy, man.
I'm a free man.
Another Greg Land autograph.
It's a really odd,
It's
sort of like tourist attraction.
60s guys.
Hey,
Guys
look.
in our 60s.
It's Michael Turner's Fathom. And it's autographed by Michael Turner.
Wow, it's so funny how it looks like Namor.
And it's another Michael Turner Fathom. And it's signed by Michael Turner.
Wow.
So, all right. Now, here's why I grabbed this. The black and white. The black and white.
Yeah.
Hey, Biggie Check. Hi, Ira Vern Gogol. Never heard of Ira Vern Gogol before.
There's the black and white preview, there's the black and white. There's the preview.
Oh, yeah, he's back. That's great. He's in the
This is where
he just had to go for a minute. He's back.
This is where Anacleto started. This is all very early Anacleto. Oh, and this is a Turner cover, actually. This is the Turner variant of the Anacleto.
I know. This is a rare moment on the Weekly Geeky Show. We're actually talking about comics.
There's Anacleto right there.
That's because I'm here, the voice of sense. I'm the cat herder on this stream. Try to get you guys back in order.
And also,
well, I mean, Mark got me doing this when he was going through all his Anacletos and stuff. So I thought, well, that's the original Avalon Studios logo.
How old are those areas, Melvert? Melvert, how old are those?
1998.
1998, okay. So how old is he? He must be in his mid-40s, mid to late 40s then.
Illustrated by Jay Anacleto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he got off the ground. But I mainly went up there to grab out the Anacletos, but then I had the limited ones and things like that, and I went looking for other stuff. So who knows what may or may not be autographed for him. There was a preview of this, and then there's the first issue, second issue, A Midsummer's Dream.
I had a few arias. I sold them all.
Oh, and look, it's the Jay Anacleto sketchbook.
Signed by David Mack.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere in here, I don't know if it's in my signature box or whatever. I know I've got an Anacleto autograph, but there's the back part of that wraparound cover. Look how tight that spine is.
Oh,
That's
The
what she
page
said.
doesn't bend over.
tighter than my spine, that's for sure.
But yeah, this is just full of it. There's anecdote sketchbook, but it just keeps going. Just so you know, it's just going to keep on coming because I have a big fat stack.
Right.
Well, we know about that. We've already heard about that.
Coming, so I'm going to stay on topic today. Oh, look. It's another Aria.
Zard? That guy's
It's
called
the
Zard.
Dynamic Forces exclusive.
Oh, wow. Dynamic Forces.
It's
They're a
limited,
branch of our government you didn't know
and it's
about.
still
guys.
sealed.
Or a branch of our defenses.
It's still sealed.
Wow.
There's Blank and Noir number 1, Blank and Noir number 2. These just happen to be there. Here's old David Finch, Aphrodite 9.
Aphrodite 9.
But it's the variant
better
Wizard
than
World
Aphrodite
Con
8.
2000 edition.
I've got a really annoying habit of reading
the black and white variant.
words. So I'd call that Aphrodite X just for the sake of it. Just because it's my own stupid
Or
little
Aphrodite
story.
IX. Like
The
Dragon
premium
Ball
edition
series.
of Ascension, where David Finch started, and it's the Top Cow 1997 Heroes Con edition. That's limited to like
raided
500.
the image. There must have been Kyle rooting around in their bin in the early days.
Jesus, right?
There's the fan club edition to Ascension.
That's the damn fucker edition, I thought.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
And there's that. And then we go back to rare Michael Turner stuff. There's a variant.
Signed by David Mack.
There's a Wizard World of Chicago exclusive Turner variant cover.
Wow.
This is Aspen Showcase, Michael Ganal. There's more Aspen Turner stuff.
Fairies with wings. I guess all fairies have wings.
Soulfire and Fathom, Michael Turner stuff. Turner. I got that one autographed.
Do you have any more, Kyle?
Couple more coming. Trying to remember which was which. They're just Soulfires.
I think that must be a rhetorical
Soul
question.
Saga. This is Stephen Platt.
Signed by David Mack.
Astounding Space Thrills, the comic book.
Signed by Mac Davis. Wait, what?
Now you see it's a Virgin variant. There's the regular one. This Virgin variant thing's been going on for like 25 years. This is from 1998 or something.
What does Virgin variant mean? They haven't
No trade dress on that. That's what it looks like normally.
I've never heard of Virgin variant before. Now I have to go out and get all these
That's a
comic
Virgin
covers.
variant.
So I won't be a virgin to Virgin variant.
Everything was
Here's the regular issue of this.
Bill's never had a virgin before.
I'm not a Virgin variant anyway.
Are you familiar with this character?
Again.
Yep. Are you familiar with this character, Bill?
Astra, yes, vaguely. From the late 70s? Oh, no. Wait. Yes, I am.
It's manga.
Do you recognize that Virgin?
Yes, I do.
See the name?
I did not get
Read
the flower.
Readers, I married her.
No, I'm married to someone else. Jerry Robinson. Oh my gosh.
Here's the variant of that with Jim
The
Ballant
Jerry.
with boobies showing.
Since it's Jerry Robinson, that would be the Jerryant.
This is the Jerry Robinson that created the Joker, Jerry
That's
Robinson.
terrible.
Yeah.
That was not Buddy Mouse.
Before Jerry Robinson died, he created a manga. And they even give him credit there. A Golden Age artist, creator.
Bill, I'm a bit worried. Somebody says that there goes the last of your innocence.
Oh, I know. I didn't have any innocence left, but thank them for thinking so.
Jerry Robinson manga, 2000. This is from 2000, so that's almost 25 years old.
You'd think at my age I'd realize.
So there's a random collection of cheesecake to make you salivate there, Mark.
So my beer hit the ground, and I still picked it up and opened it, and of course it exploded everywhere.
Yeah.
Are you needing a David Mack autograph there, Mark?
I love a David Mack autograph. We need to do. We keep saying we need to get.
I want a David Mack autograph on my Fantastic Four #1.
You can't have one.
Oh, and the jokes are. Oh no, okay, all right. That's
all
fine.
right. There's my swag show off for today. A little music crap.
I'm going to show some comics. I know a couple of you already seen these because I showed them on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to show them again because people watching, and Bill hasn't seen them.
I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen them. So I got these back from CGC yesterday.
Oh,
hold on. I got to shut off my camera and crank out a wank while he's showing these. Oh my God.
Crank out a wank.
Right. This is these comics are all the highest graded on the CGC census. Okay.
Of that issue.
Of that issue, they are the highest grade.
What?
Obviously, they're not only that, they are the only comic on the CGC census.
What?
Yeah. So here we have from 1954.
Exclusive.
This is Captain Marvel Jr. This is the reprint produced by a company called L. Miller and Son in London. Okay.
See, I'll put you on the full screen. I'll give it a bash.
I want that so much.
That is gorgeous. What is special about this is this
it
down
has his
here.
new name.
Can you see down here? It says the young
Marvel Man.
Right. Why does it say that? Because this year is 1954.
And the next issue is going to be Young Marvel Man.
Well, so what happened in 1954 is Fawcett lost their law case against DC.
Yeah.
So in the UK, this company here, L. Miller and Son, were had loads of. They were reproducing all the Fawcett comics and doing really well. And then suddenly Fawcett couldn't. They hadn't got any more ones to reprint because Fawcett went under. So they hired a guy called Mike Anglo, and they said, "Can you reinvent us a character to replace all the Captain Marvel characters?"
And boy,
came up with Marvel Man. Yeah. So in this is, I think, this is the first appearance on a comic of young Marvel Man in type. Okay, he doesn't appear till 2 issues later, but this is the editor telling the people that it's going to change from Captain Marvel to young Marvel Man. Okay, so I think that is the first mention of young Marvel Man.
Oh my God, I want that so bad. That is so freaking cool.
And it's a pretty.
That's a grail. That is a
grail. That is a
grail.
grail.
Oh my God, and it's even. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Wow.
Then I've got.
Where did you find that?
Very difficult to find. Scouring. Now this one is even more amazing. Okay. Back in 2001, when I just started recollecting comics, this guy got in touch with me and he said, "I've got some really old comics. Are you interested?" And I said, "Yeah." And I bought a bunch of little comics off him. One of them was this one, which is I don't think another one of these exists. Okay, so again, I sent this off to CGC for grading. It's come back as a 6.5 white pages, and it's from 1945. This is
oh my gosh,
L. Miller and Son.
Is that the last Wiz comics?
No, it's not. No, after the Second World War, the British government banned the import of comics and magazines because they wanted to stimulate the printing industry in the UK.
Right.
So the only way you could get American comics is by reprinting them in the UK. So this guy, L. Miller, worked this out, and he got the rights from Fawcett to reprint the Captain Marvel stuff. Okay. So in 1945, he started it by just simply reproducing them exactly as they were. So this here is a UK reprint of Wiz Comics number 63.
Yeah.
But it's one of the first. It's one of the first Al Miller and Son comics.
Yeah.
He only started up printing in 1945. So this is one of the first from 1945, and it's got 6.5 white pages. That you will not find another one of these.
No, I'm sure I won't.
There's the golden arrow on the back.
Isn't that weird that they won't?
I'll find one because Mark's going to trade that to
probably.
Okay, that is just.
It's gorgeous.
It's rocking horse shit, you know.
Yeah. Well, Mark's about to trade that to me for the direct that I showed earlier. Like Biggie said, his is much better than mine, but he's about to trade those to me.
And then I'm gonna get that Captain Marvel Jr. from him, dude. I want one of those. I don't care which one, but I can come up with trade.
The final one is just an Alan Clark. The final one is not as rare, except that it is the only one on the CGC census, and so it is the highest graded on the CGC census. This is a Steve Ditko cover. So this is Alan Clark's Astounding Stories issue 3, which reprints Strange Tales 102, Space Wars 6 and 19, Space Adventures 22 and 32, and Space Wars 6.
Holy moly, that's great.
Hey, Mark, did you have to send them that information, or did they actually research?
They researched it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got dates on all those.
They've done a really good job on these. I actually sent them the information on the Wiz Comics and the Young Marvel. So I sent them the information on that, but they've done a good job with the labels.
Well, did they charge you more because they're the only ones on the registry?
No.
Oh wow! I'm shocked.
I paid the basic. I think it's called
rate.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's because I said they're not worth more than $200, and they can't prove they're worth more than $200 because nobody's ever sold one. In reality, those first two I think are worth well in excess of $200. I wouldn't say.
Oh fudge! Yeah. I'm going to trade you a lot for that one of those, whichever one Kyle doesn't want.
Yeah, they're worth. Well, they're worth
far
more. This one's not. This one. There will be other copies of this around, but it's still really nice. It's a Steve Ditko cover.
It's beautiful. I can't now. It only registered a 5.5.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed with that. It's got a really
pretty damn good.
It's got a really clean back, which is unusual.
Beautiful. It's 5.5.
I can tell you why it got a 5.5.
The other nice thing here is they do a really thick slab on these Alan Class ones.
The glue on the spine.
They don't charge you any more for it. So here's a normal one, and you can see the Alan Class one is much thicker.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a thicker book. So they put more.
I got you.
So they do a bigger slab. But what I quite like with CGC is
5.5 seems so low for that.
Yeah, I mean, I've had 8.5s on Alan Classes in the past, and I thought this was going to get a bit higher.
I think
so. Yeah,
they didn't give there's probably wavy glue at the spine, and
there's a bit of wavy glue on the spine. It's not that bad, but it's
that's what I'm saying. That's whoever dinged that. That's why they dinged it.
Yeah.
There's wavy glue on the spine.
Regardless, it's still the highest graded on the.
Yeah, that's all they could ding on.
Beautiful.
That's you couldn't knock it down to a 9 without all the other superficial stuff. So they just knocked the shit out of it for the glue wave.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
So I was really pleased with those three, and CGC have done a good job. It helps that I actually take them into the CGC offices and talk to the guy. So when I handed those over, I talked to him and I gave him my notes on them all. And he sends them off to the States, and then he hands them back to me as well, because I go in and collect them as well. So
you don't have that 1933 anywhere nearby, do you?
The 1933 one is currently with Heritage, Kyle, and they've lost it.
And they what?
They've lost it.
What? Those motherfuckers? What?
Yeah. So I sent 7 things off to. I went into the Heritage office in London about 6-7 weeks ago. I took the 6.5 1933 Mickey Mouse Volume 1, Number 2 in to as part of a sale, All the others have appeared in the sale. I then got an email from CGC in the States saying, we've sent your Mickey Mouse off for grading to CGC and we're going to charge you. And I wrote back and I said, what the hell are you talking about? It's already graded. They then came back and said, oh, we're investigating. I then contacted them again and I said, okay, so you need to get onto this quickly. What the hell have you done? Because this is not appearing on the auction. Have you changed my copy with somebody else's copy who is not graded? Have you mixed them up? I've had no response.
Oh, no.
And this is one of the top auction houses in the world that appears to have mislaid my Mickey Mouse #1.
Fuck. That's not good.
That's not good, isn't it? I mean, who would you trust? You know, in terms of trusting people, you'd trust Heritage, wouldn't you?
I would trust Heritage.
They're handling stuff worth $250,000 to £1 million, so you don't expect them to lose it.
No.
You know what I think they did?
What do you think they did, Kyle?
Because, you know, the label was marked issue 1, not volume 1, issue 2. It was marked issue 1. I bet they sent it out to CGC to get it relabeled.
Oh, that's a possibility. Now, why haven't they told me that, though, Kyle?
If someone sent it to CGC, I bet they sent it to get it relabeled.
Yeah, but why are they billing me?
Because they're idiots.
Are you going through Jerry Stefan on that?
No, I'm just dealing with the London office.
Somebody made a mistake. There's what happened. I can guarantee you it's going to turn back up. They probably wanted it labeled different. And they made the mistake. Like it's automated in the system. If it goes to get graded, you're probably going to get the confirmation number, and they're trying to figure it out. But it sounds like somebody wanted it relabeled before they auctioned it.
Could be. It could be.
Because if they lost that, I'm going to kick somebody in the fucking teeth.
Well, yeah, you and me both.
I mean, the only one that's better than that's the damn file copy, and I don't think the file copy got white pages.
No.
So
yeah, hopefully, I hope you're right, Kyle. I did check the auctions to see if there was another copy up for sale, and whether they were selling they'd mixed up my copy with somebody else's copy who wasn't graded. But anyway, I can't see another copy up there.
Yeah, it sounds like they sent it to get it relabeled, because if that pulls less than $3,000, I'll eat my shoe.
Me too.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I mean, 1933 6.5 white pages, second highest on the census, which only has 9 fucking copies on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are. That's my story with Heritage at the moment. I'll let you know what goes on.
Well,
so I do have that original artwork that you traded with me, Kyle. That's up for auction. Starts in about a week. And I've got the swimsuit special.
You let go of that?
Yeah, I'll put that up. We'll see what happens. They say it's the first one of those they've ever had in a 9.8.
And where'd it come from?
I came from you, mate.
Came from my library. That's right. I can talk shit about my library.
So
we could, but we
only one known in the world. It came from my library.
I'm surprised that anything with bikinis on it came from his library instead of 9.8. I've got to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it still steel? I can't remember. I don't think it was.
Oh, I thought it would have been like a 1.5 sticky pages. I didn't realize you were still on a bloody full screen. Bloody hell.
Yeah. But see, I ain't got to try and sales pitch them anymore, because most of them's going to Mark anyway. Mark and Johnny are getting them, so I ain't worried about it. I ain't got to sales pitch them no more. Now people can just be jealous, you know.
I'm jealous.
So, I mean, I'm still going to take care of you, Bill. I take care of people. I finished the show last week taking care of Nevs. So,
you know, I love this show because the 3 friends of mine that watch the show, they all are fans of Mark's quiz. So, Mark, are you gonna have a quiz this week?
Well, we haven't got Nevs here, and Kyle knows all the answers. So only if Gray wants to partake.
Great,
yeah, cool.
Do it. You and me.
Right. Okay. Okay.
I can bloody well be heard. And
I've got 5 sets of questions. Okay.
Come on, Gray.
I've seen how Bill plays. I'm gonna kick his ass. Bill, like he's so gung ho. He tries to go through like 5 in a row. He doesn't bank his scores. I'm gonna bank my first score and beat him probably.
Okay.
I know you probably will. Smart ass.
Great. Since you're new up to this, you can choose which X-Men do you want questions about? Wolverine, Storm, Beast, Scarlet Witch, or Obscure X-Men?
Obscure X-Men.
There's a category, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was hoping for Cyclops, but okay. Wolverine, Beast,
Obscure.
Storm,
Obscure.
Scarlet Witch.
No,
Obscure.
Let's
I'm
go
not too
obscure.
sure if I'll be. I'll let you have
Bill,
obscure.
you can have obscure. Hey, if you want Cyclops, I'll think of 5 Cyclops questions. On the
No, yeah, I'll go with.
I don't have the high road here.
no.
What
Don't
you
go
do
for
on Obscure X-Men.
Wolverine.
I'll go
Stupid hard.
Obscure. I want to go obscure.
You're going Storm, okay?
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Bill's going
Wolverine
Obscure X-Men, are
questions
you?
were stupid hard.
Obscure.
Okay, right. Gray goes first on Storm. Okay, these questions get gradually harder. Okay. And each question you can either bank it or risk it. If you risk it, you get more points for the next question. But if you bank it, you get 1 point per question. Okay. First question. In which comic did Storm first appear?
If you want, I'll go get a copy.
And you've got one Ask Kyle. You can ask Kyle, but you can only ask Kyle once.
It's like did she not first appear when the big one? They all come like a big team of them will appear at one go, like Giant X-Men. Something like Giant X-Men 1.
Correct.
Yep, Giant size X-Men 1.
That was it.
Good. Well done. So you're on.
If that was the easy question, I'm in trouble. I'm going to bang.
You're going to bang.
He's going to bank the 1. There you go.
Okay.
Ass.
Who is Storm's alter ego? What's her name?
Aurora Monroe.
Correct.
That's 2.
You've got 2 points now. Do you want to bank or risk it?
I'm going to bank it.
2 points then. Right. In 1996, Storm was pitted against Wonder Woman. The winner was decided by a public vote. Who won?
I have got that comic book, and it should be Wonder Woman. If it's not Wonder Woman, then there's a travesty of justice. But yeah, it must be Wonder Woman.
No, it was Storm.
No way!
Why did Storm win?
What ridiculous bloody!
Why did Storm win?
Because the writers are hacks and they all should be struck off.
No, not at all. Because Wonder Woman was too noble to take her down.
I don't remember. I read it when it first came out.
Wonder Woman was too noble to take her down. Wonder Woman sacrificed herself.
I dare say I was very anti that at the time.
Because Wonder Woman would have knocked the shit out of her, but Wonder Woman humbly gave her succumbed.
This is what could Storm do? A couple of lightning bolts ain't going to bother Wonder Woman. Rubbish.
Yeah,
absolute rubbish.
That's about the
absolute hogwash.
But she,
who wrote that crap?
Storm won the vote for popularity, but the way they wrote it is Wonder Woman was too noble to.
Yeah, makes sense. They've got to find some way around it.
Question 4. Halle Berry played Storm in numerous live-action films. But who played Storm in X-Men Apocalypse and X-Men Dark Phoenix?
I don't remember Storm being in them ones.
I don't even remember the kid's name anymore. Don't ask me because I don't.
Do you know
anymore?
No, I ain't got a clue.
I do know she's married to the Thing. She's married to she's married to the actor that's going to play the Thing in the new Fantastic Four. No, seriously. Yeah, I can't remember her name though, but the Thing and Storm are married.
Alexandra
Shipp.
Yeah.
Never heard of her. I don't remember her.
She's fantastic. She was really good.
Okay, I reckon Gray will get this last one.
We'll see.
Who does Storm defeat to become leader of the Morlocks?
Flipping heck. It's not Caliban, begins with a C though.
Ask me if you don't know. You've got to ask me.
I bloody know it. It's Callisto. Is it
Yes.
Callisto?
You got it.
Yeah, Callisto. That's it.
So that's
You
pretty
got
good,
one
Ray. You got 3 points out of. You got 3 right out of 5.
Yeah.
So,
No, I've just got to hope that Bill does his usual thing of
You
trying
know,
to
he
get 5 in
didn't
a
back
row
after
and
the first one, so he got a few points there.
yeah, you got
failing
3
on the
points.
last one.
I mean, he didn't just bank and keep it at 1, did he? So
Yes,
No,
he did.
mainly
He
banked.
banked it. He banked
Yeah.
it.
Because
Right.
I wasn't confident.
Because he knows that Bill goes for it and loses all his
Yeah,
points. Right.
exactly. That's my hope.
Okay. So
But now I've told him that, he's not going to do it.
obscure X-Men. Okay. Look, question 1. Which X-person came out in 1992? Jean-Paul Barbier is also known as.
Oh, when you say
Lunchtime.
came out,
Oh, he got it. I was
Who
going
was
to say, and you may want to rephrase it, came out of the closet, not just.
yeah.
Okay. You've got a point. Do you want to bank or risk it?
Let's risk it.
Okay.
What's his name now?
Question 2. A former Morlock. What is the bone-growing, bone-throwing, bone-shattering mutant?
What's that called?
Shatter?
No, it's not that.
Good ask
no.
me.
Too
Something
late.
like
I
Sharp.
would ask Kyle, but I can't now.
It's Marrow.
Yeah.
Marrow.
Oh,
Marrow.
crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm afraid you're back down to 0 now.
Okay.
Okay, David Allain came out as bisexual and lost his mutant abilities during M-Day. What is his X-Men name?
No clue.
No clue.
I don't even remember that one.
During what? M dead, you said?
David Allain, Alleyn, came out as bisexual and he lost his mutant abilities during M-Day. What is his name? His X-Men.
M-Day.
A load of mutants lost their abilities at M-Day.
That's
That's
a
when
tough
Scarlet Witch said no more mutants.
Triple G says Shatterstar. I
No,
thought Shatterstar was an alien from
who said Triple G? Triple G. No. Son
Bruce got it.
of a Bruce. Well done. You get the point. Prodigy. Okay, Bill, you're looking a bit rough now. You've got no points. You're going to have to get the next 2 right to draw with Gray.
Okay.
Okay. Originally an acolyte of Magneto, Joanna Cowgill had an abusive childhood. She has superhuman physical abilities. What is her X-Men name?
Kal-El?
No, girl.
No.
Oh, I jumped the gun, didn't I? Damn it, I jumped the gun. Sorry, I screwed up. I jumped the gun.
Bill, have you got any idea? You don't know, do you?
No.
I jumped the gun.
And again, son of a Bruce has got it right. It is Frenzy.
Frenzy.
Well,
Mark, you know what I did there.
Yeah, I know what you did. Yes, you've given away the last question. Right. Right. A floating glass container containing her brain is carried by Ernst. She can possess the mind of others. What is her X-Men name?
I gave it away. I literally gave it away with the last question.
If you'd listened to Kyle, he's giving
No girl.
Yes.
What's the name? No girl.
No girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Oatmeal.
sorry, I
is her
screwed
name.
that
Yeah,
up.
Oatmeal.
You wouldn't have known that last
Yes, another
one.
great
Yeah.
X-Men name. Oatmeal.
Much too obscure, much too modern for me.
When I eat oatmeal, that's fun.
Well, anyway, Greyman has won that round. Congratulations.
Aw.
Yeah, they were too obscure, Bill, man. They were too obscure.
I know. They were. I was expecting like multi-man and shit like that.
Hey.
Yeah.
There was a in the general knowledge. There
I was
was
expecting mimics and stuff like that.
Question. Who's Cyclops and Havoc's dad?
What's his Corsair?
Corsair.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. We're going to have round 2 in a minute. So.
Sorry.
So round 2.
Back to the show.
I think those were 2 rounds.
But they both knew that one, so we're not worried about it.
Okay.
Back up.
Would you like questions on Wolverine, Beast, or Scarlet Witch, Gray?
Oh, let's go Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
Those are easy.
And Bill, who would you like, Wolverine or Beast? Go Beast. The question's
Go
more-
Beast.
Beast.
The Wolverine questions are crazy, modern, hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beast,
Oh, right.
Beast.
Okay. So, Greyman, here are your Storm questions. Which comic did Storm in which? Sorry,
Scarlet
Storm.
Witch, silly.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch. Sorry, what am I doing? You had those ones already. Scarlet Witch. In which
Oh,
comic
right.
does Scarlet Witch first appear?
Right, it's the X-Men.
Yes,
I think it's number 4 for some reason.
you are correct. It
You
is
are
X-Men
correct.
number 4.
Wow.
Do you want to bank it or risk it?
Oh yeah, I'll bank it. All right.
You're banking it. Okay. Which
I'm a
team?
good banker. I bank regularly.
Which team was she a member of in X-Men 4?
The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Correct. You should have risked it, mate. Do you
I'll
want to bank
bank it
it or
again.
risk it?
Bank it again.
Okay.
I'm banking all the way. Banking all over the world. That's me.
Who is responsible for Wanda's superpower?
Who's
Yeah,
responsible for her superpower?
for her superpower.
The mutantness.
The wording
I mean,
on that question is terrible.
that's a very weird one. He's a
Her
mutant.
cow nanny.
Okay,
The wording on that question is terrible.
Are you going to say
Who
God then?
elevated her mutant powers?
Who? Well, she started off as a mutant.
Elevated her mutant powers. The wording on that is terrible because she already had mutant powers.
Yeah.
But they were elevated.
Right.
Okay, who elevated her?
Are we talking about when she learned proper magic from Agatha Harkness? Are we talking about that bit?
No.
So was it?
Now, that's the right answer, too,
I know she was raised by Bova, who was the cow woman who was to do the high evolutionary. But I don't know.
There you go.
I'm going
We'll
high
give you that.
evolutionary.
That's
High
why I said the
evolutionary.
wording of that kills it because she already had the mutant power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who portray? Are you banking or risking? You're banking.
I'll
aren't
bank
you?
it. I'll bank it.
Triple G is hot on this. Right. Who portrays Scarlet Witch in the MCU?
I knew you was going to ask that one. I've seen the films of her in it, but bugger if I can remember the woman's name. I'll crap remember actresses and actors.
You still got me.
Oh yeah, give us the initials.
E.O.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got 4 points. If you'd been risking,
I'll bank that one.
All you got to do is read the thread because Geeky's giving it away.
And that's only just come up, though. That's only just come up. I was literally looking away.
Triple G, can you not answer this until Gray has?
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't answer the question.
Answer mine before I answer, please.
Well, for me, it might have popped up on the side for you guys, but it never popped up for me until after I'd answered it.
Okay.
Have you hit up Pete to be in that too? Is Pete going to be in your trivia?
I'd like him to be. I'll ask him later. How is
He's
Wanda?
Mr. Trivia winner on the other one?
I'm not sure Gray's going to get this because I'm not sure he's seen the film. How is Wanda defeated in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness?
I did watch that film once. I can't remember how she gets defeated though.
I know.
Like, they're fighting on a big like mountain kind of thing, and Doctor Strange is there, and she's already killed everybody in one of the multiple Earths, and they kind of like they not cover the whole mountain with stone at some point and block her in, or does another her from another universe come along and I can't remember.
What caused her mother from another universe to appear?
What, Bill, do you know the answer?
Yes.
Tell
I
us
don't.
then.
I can't remember.
He turned her children against her.
But who opened the door to show her children?
Yeah, who showed?
Oh,
her
that America woman.
Dr. Strange did.
America Chavez.
America Chavez.
See, again,
Oh,
it's
America
important to the
Chavez.
question.
That's right. Okay, sorry.
America Chavez opened.
America Chavez shows her Earth.
Right.
Earth
That's right.
Earth 838, where Billy and Tommy recoil from her.
You're not her mom.
Correct. So
Okay.
America Chavez showed her the error, her madness.
What? And did she go? Then she sort of like gets
Then
everyone
she
out and she
throws
claps the
herself
thing on herself, and
Yeah.
just something like that.
So I said some of the wording on those things it tickles the answer because the answer could be, well, Doctor Strange had a hand in it, but Chavez opened the window.
Well,
But
anyway,
then she was actually defeated by her own kids and her other self or doppelganger self by saying you can be better than this, and she does.
4 points for Gray. Okay, now come on, Bill. I'm rooting for you here. We need a Bill win here.
Why? Why do we need a Bill win?
Because Bill rocks.
Is there yet another judge who's racist or something? It's like, is every single competition I enter got a racist judge? Is that what's going on?
I'm a Yank.
Bloody hell.
Because you're winning 1-0, I like I'm a Brit. I like people to all be happy. Right.
We need a tiebreaker.
In which comic does Beast first appear?
X-Men #1.
Correct. Do you want to bank or risk it?
I'm going to bank it.
Ooh. Okay. Beast formed strong friendships with a fellow X-Man and a fellow Avenger. Name both.
And I'm not typing this time, so I can get it right.
I know the Avenger. It's
So the person who got this on the night asked Kyle, and Kyle got it wrong.
Did he? But he knows the Avenger.
So
I typed
say
in
it one more time.
So Beast formed a strong buddy sort of relationship with a fellow X-Man and a fellow Avenger. Name both. So who was his best buddy in the X-Men?
I can only guess the X-Men one because I don't remember.
You can ask Kyle, Bill.
So in the X-Men, it was Bobby Drake.
Yep.
That would be my guess.
Yeah,
okay.
it was.
And who was it in the Avengers?
I know the Avengers one.
Who is Kyle's favourite character?
Wow, come on.
Who is my icon on the
What
page?
is giving clues?
Cap.
His initials are WM and
He's
his
already got it wrong. He
name.
said Cap.
SW is alter ego initials.
He got it wrong. He said Cap.
Yeah,
Did
but
he?
you know
Okay.
who I think it is? I don't think this is right, but I thought he was close to Tigra.
No, Wonder Man.
He had
His buddy is Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. Oh, I forgot. Oh,
yeah,
darn.
he had little limited series with him.
So do I get half a point for that
No,
one?
you get no points and you lose the point. Oh, no, you banked it. You still got your points in the first round.
So,
okay. What caused Hank McCoy's original mutation?
Oh, where his father worked.
Yep.
Yes, correct. His father worked in a nuclear plant.
That's what I said.
Okay.
You got to put original in there.
I did put original in. That's well done. So you've got 2 points now. Now, if you get the next two right, you can draw with Gray. But if you risked it, you can beat him. Question 4: do you want to bank or risk?
Bank it.
Okay.
No. I'll risk it. If I
I'll
risk it.
What's he risking? He never got a point with the last.
Yes, he did. He got to his father worked in a nuclear power station.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was still thinking of the one before. Sorry.
Yeah,
that was so quick. I thought you were still talking about the Simon Williams and the Iceman one. Sorry.
In an unlikely crossover, the X-Men travel to the 23rd century and team up with the original Star Trek crew. This gave us a confusion of names and a classic picture of Beast hanging upside down playing chess. What is the name confusion, and who is Beast playing chess with?
Ask Kyle.
All right, there you go. Dr. McCoy for Bones and Hank McCoy. So when they say Dr. McCoy, and he's playing chess with Spock. He's playing chess with Spock.
Correct. Okay. So you get 2 points for that, which puts you now on
3 points.
So no, he's on 4 points.
Yeah.
So you're on the equal score with Gray. Now you can either bank and we'll have a tie break, or if you risk it and get the last question right, you will win. Bank
what
or
the
risk?
hell? Let me bank it. Let's have a tiebreaker.
Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to ask you the last question anyway.
Okay.
The last question is: who plays Beast in the 2006 film X-Men: The Last Stand?
Kelsey Grammer.
Correct. You should have risked it.
I should have, but
no, you get a point for that anyway. Actually, you get a point.
He gets a point for banking, so you still.
So you get 5.
I love Gray. I'd rather have a runoff with him.
You get a point. You get a point.
So actually, it's not a tie. You get 5, and he had 4. So
yeah, only if you'd lost, it would have been a draw.
Yeah. So
I'm used to names.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, I love that Star Trek question.
I was trying to work out.
Where's the tiebreaker?
Do you want a tie break?
Yeah.
Oh, because we're one each. You mean in
got one
round? Okay.
I'm going to give you a tie break question. The first person to give me the answer.
Oh no!
Scrambled eggs.
Let me pick one of these X-Men questions.
Not the Corsair question.
Not that one. No.
Yeah, well, he's looking that up. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Here we go. Have you both seen the Deadpool movie, the first Deadpool movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Which mutant that appeared in the Deadpool movie proves that the X-Men really have run out of names?
Is it Mega something Oblivionizer or something weird like that? Mega Destroyer, Mega thing or other. I don't remember her name. Yeah. Go on.
Well, yes, but you haven't got the name right.
Go on, Bill.
Megasonic. Can I ask Kyle?
No.
Okay, Megasonic.
Okay, neither of you. I'm giving this to neither of you. It is Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Say it again, sorry.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Where'd she first appear?
I love that name.
Where did she first appear?
Isn't she from a song?
The X-Men 1992 series, issue 116.
Okay.
I think that's from a song. I remember looking it up a long time ago. It's from a song, apparently, that name. Is that right?
She's in the film as well, apparently. She's been confirmed for Deadpool 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just watching her yesterday because she plays Lucifer. Brielle Hildebrand plays Lucifer's daughter in season 6 of.
Okay, so we're still going because neither of you got that right.
Who got it in chat?
What did Stan Lee appear as in his cameo in the first X-Men movie in 2000? You know, he does
Mailman.
Nope.
Wrong, Bill.
Senator.
Wrong.
Nope. I helped the winner of that. I helped the winner get that.
You did. Carl knew this one. Triple G, do you know the answer? Triple G, who is pretty close to Kyle in terms of his comic knowledge.
Hot dog vendor on the beach.
It's a hot dog vendor, yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to live that one down because when you were asking it, I was thinking of champions and I'm typing in my phone, Angel and Iceman. And then he said, and of the Avengers. So I backed up and I wiped off Iceman and left Angel and typed in Wonder Man and hit send.
Close, Triple G.
And then when it came up, I was like, oh shit, that's wrong. And before I could type, don't say that, they accepted my answer. And
okay. Next tie break. Hopefully one of you will get this right. Who gave Psylocke her bionic eyes? Who gave
hand?
The hand is incorrect. Who gave Psylocke her bionic eyes?
I missed this one too.
Charles Xavier.
Mr. Mojo Rising.
Yeah.
Mojo.
Oh, Mojo.
I didn't know she had bionic eyes, to be honest. I had no idea with that one.
Okay, Mojo.
Next.
Right. Okay, one of you is going to get this right. Okay. What is Gambit's, and I need this correct, what is Gambit's real name?
I don't remember.
Remy Rambeau.
Remy LeBeau.
Yes,
that's close enough, Lambo.
Yeah,
Remy LeBeau.
Remy LeBeau, that's it.
Remy LeBeau. Yes.
Yeah, I can't. That's another one I don't like. Gambit. Yeah.
Called him Lambo, but that's good enough.
Yeah, I know I did. I was thinking Monica Rambeau. I like Monica Rambeau.
Close, but no cigar.
Remy LeBeau.
Yeah, I'd never seen where she got the bionic eyes, so I didn't know that one.
No, I didn't know that one.
So one more?
He got you with that one.
Well, Gray's one, but I'll ask you.
Oh, Gray has one. Oh, well, that's fine. I thought
they were a bit generous because I got the surname. It sounded like it was.
I'll give you one more then. Okay, what other name is the X-Men's plane, the X-Jet, also known
Blackbird?
as? Yes, Gray wins. Well, very good.
What's the nomenclature of that plane? Impress the shit out of me. What is the nomenclature of the Blackbird?
Lockheed.
A Lockheed what?
Dragon.
Oh, it was called a
Lockheed
Blackbird.
Dragon, but what's the nomenclature of it?
I thought it was called a Blackbird, but there you go. I don't
It's
know.
an SR-71.
In fact, that's how Lockheed, the Dragon, came about, was because of it being similar to the what?
It's an SR-71 Blackbird.
Right.
Okay.
You know why I know that well?
Because you wrote on it.
No,
with
God, no.
extraterrestrials
God, no.
when you're in the Marines.
I would have given my left arm to ride on one of them son bitches. No, but the base for those was out of Okinawa, Japan. And if you think England's a tiny island, Okinawa, Japan is a tiny, tiny island. And they would fire them son bitches up 5 miles away from us. And it sounded like somebody riding a Harley motorcycle on top of your head in bed. I mean, it was
wow, what a lovely sound.
And they had to warm it up, and then they had to launch it. And when they took off, they had to spiral up to build up speed and then take off around the world. And then when they came back, they had to spiral back down and slow down. So they're spiraling back down over the island. And we would hear that for hours. And the engine roar on that. It was like a damn rocket, and it just went on and on and on and on and on. But all that's declassified now. Everybody knows Clark Air Base was the launch point for those. But, oh, my God, they're just the coolest damn things in the world. And to see them in person, they just didn't look like they could fly. And now if you can get to Okinawa, Japan, they actually have my buddy went over there a couple of years ago, and he was touring the thing. They have a history of the SR-71 there in a museum, and they actually have a decommissioned one sitting there. Crazy majestic.
Wow.
Just crazy majestic. And they just don't look like they should be able to fly because it looks like a rocket that got squished, pushed a couple flat wings on it, and then they put wheels on it and set it down. Just amazing piece of technology. But those things, just hearing those things, it just drop your jaw because it'd just be like, and then they'd just be flying overhead and they'd be circling the island.
Have they ever been used seriously in any military operation?
Oh yeah.
That's me.
Well, it was the U-2 spy plane that they knocked Gary Powers down with.
Okay.
But it was the upgrade from the U-2. They went to the SR-71 from the U-2 so they could go a little bit higher. Oh my God. Yeah, those things were active till after the Gulf War.
What's this U-2? There was a U-2 incident in Russia, wasn't there, where a spy plane was shot down?
Yeah.
It was called the U-2
Francis
incident.
Gary Powers got shot down.
Right.
Yeah. Seeing you guys figured I'd go on to them stupid stories again, so I said I'd veer off of them, but But yeah, when I was in the Marines, I was stationed right in the base right next to where they'd launched those.
Okie dokie.
Oh my God! And when you hear them, you just never hear anything like it. Because I've seen rocket launches, but rocket launches are literally, and then they go up, and you hear the sonic boom and things, but then they're gone. But with an SR-71, the warm up, the launch goes for hours, the return goes for hours. Oh my God! Utterly majestic. And now they got commercial flights going up there. That's fucking insane. Oh my God. I would have literally said, chop off my left arm and let me get in this.
Sounds bloody noisy and annoying to me. I wouldn't want to go on one of them.
Oh my God. Majestic. That's why I said it was majestic. One of them where, granted, we weren't right on top. We were a couple miles away from the landing strip and stuff. So when they fired it up, but it was majestic. I don't know any other word for it.
So getting back to comics.
Getting back to comics, yeah.
So this is a comic. I don't know which way. That was produced by Travelers Insurance. And it's basically this kid who died in a car accident had this idea for a superhero in a comic, and he wrote all his own. So then when he died, they took all his ideas to Comic Pros, and they came up with that comic book.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah. And then if you would ask for the comic, they would send it to you with a pin, a sticker, and a T-shirt.
Okay, that's cool.
And
right.
I happen to get it, but it's a very, very unique and sad comic at the same time.
Yeah.
But it actually came in this bag, which is basically like a Ziploc. But
yeah.
But I love the art on this side.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and this is typical, like American fodder. Don't you think?
Yes.
Like standing, but that.
Yeah, I prefer that cover. Yeah, that cover's more
beautiful?
original.
I love that.
More original. Yeah, the front cover, first cover's much better.
That's
that first cover reminds me of that, and the indigenous art covers they did a few years back. Marvel kind of got that kind of stylistic look to it.
Oh yeah, it does actually.
Hey, you want to tie in some movie trivia to this SR-71 stuff?
Sure.
Karate Kid. You seen the original Karate Kid?
Yep.
Years ago.
Where is Mr. Miyagi from?
I know this. Okinawa, is it?
Yeah, Okinawa. In what town of Okinawa? Naha. Do you know what Naha is now famous for?
Nah.
Kadena Air Force Base, where the SR-71 launched.
Okay.
They had to stop filming. Anytime the 71s fired up, they had to stop filming because they did film in Okinawa in Naha Prefecture, the Okinawa Prefecture. They filmed in Naha anytime they went back there, and they showed you around Naha and the edges of Kadena, but not Kadena Air Base. And they filmed a lot around there, but that island is peppered with U.S. military installations, but yet private villages on the outside of it.
Okay, we may have to stop now because Bill's going skateboarding.
Okay, so here's the thing. So there was a remake of the original Karate Kid starring Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
And so I impulsively, for some stupid reason, bought the two skateboards that are identical, but they had to have one in case one broke. But the two identical skateboards that were in Karate Kid, the reboot.
What?
With Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith.
With Jackie Chan.
That's actually the skateboard they used.
Yeah.
In that film.
No, there's no. Let me go get the other one.
You've got both of them.
I remember him saying he collects movie memorabilia. Actually, I remember him saying that before. That
he's got a few things. Yeah.
Karate Kid skateboards. Okay.
Wow, that's impressive. I like the Karate Kid skateboard.
That's interesting. That's different.
Oh, you got both. Which was the stuntman and which was the original?
Here's what happens.
I don't want to be a skateboard, didn't it?
When you're buying duplicates in an auction like that, they make you buy both so someone doesn't think that they got the better of the two.
Okay.
So I bought them both. And honestly, this is over 10 years ago. I paid $600 for them, which I know that's ridiculous, but someday I will get my money back. I will.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly a blockbuster, was
some
it?
crazy ass Jackie Chan fan out there, will want, or some crazy ass Jaden Smith fan might want.
Do you get a certificate of authenticity or something?
Yeah.
No, they didn't even give me one, but I can trace it back because it was actually on a television show that they auctioned it off.
Oh, okay.
So I can send a link to the YouTube where I bought it from.
Okay.
Yeah,
Isn't
good luck with
interesting?
Yeah, I'd show you guys pictures around Naha and Kadena, but I'm in the damn thing, so I don't think you want to see all that.
So I bought that at the same auction I bought the outfit that I got from the Golden Compass, and I also got remember the Borg arm I wore one day?
Yeah.
Sorry, what have you got from the Golden Compass? It's not the bear's armor, is it?
No, it's the jackets of the guy who rode the polar bears.
Oh right, okay.
Hold on a second.
Who played the guy who? That was a big actor, wasn't it? Was that
Ray Winstone or something?
No, it wasn't Ray Winstone. I don't think.
It wasn't Pierce Brosnan, was it?
No. I think it was who plays Voldemort.
Ralph Fiennes.
Alan Rickman.
No, I think it was Ralph Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes. Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes, yeah. Somebody like that.
I wonder if Bill's got Linda Lovelace's G-string as one of his movie memorabilia things.
There you go. You know what they made with Linda Lovelace's G-string, don't you? Crab dip.
Crab dip.
But you're responsible now, Gray. You've.
I didn't even make sense.
You are now accountable.
Doesn't make sense. Her panties are full.
Oh, there's his jacket. There's his jacket.
Right. What was the actor? Who was the actor on the polar bear?
I don't know.
Was it Ray Fiennes?
He just buys anyone. If they're riding a polar bear, he doesn't give a toss. If they're riding a polar bear, he'll buy the jacket.
It wasn't designated who wore it, but I have the entire outfit. I have the chest plate, I have the pants, I have the boots, I have everything. Even the fake knife.
The cod
all for $400, way less than the goddamn skateboards.
Okay, there's a band called the Press Gang. I can't remember where they're from. They got a song called "Riding a Polar Bear into Battle for Christmas," which is just that rings a bell for me.
Oh, it was Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, was it?
Yeah.
Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
So you're tangentially wearing James Bond's jacket. He'd probably bonk one of the Bond girls on that jacket, mate. I'd watch it for. You might want to get it dry cleaned.
You know what? It's weird, but there's a good chance I got the Daniel Craig one. You know why? Because the Casa cat I got had hair built into the back.
Yeah.
And he always has short hair.
Yeah.
So I would be willing to bet I got Daniel Craig's outfit.
Yeah. Sounds
How
like
cool is that?
Yeah.
And now I know.
So what
they smart. But
yeah.
That so I really enjoyed the TV series too.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
I and that girl, the girl who was the daughter of Wolverine and Logan, was the star. She's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very good. I enjoyed both the TV. I like the film as well. But and I like the book because I read all Philip Pullman's books, and that whole series is fantastic.
Well, he's considered the modern day C.S. Lewis.
That's right. Yes, because it's meant to be allegories. So
yeah,
religious allegory. So
yeah.
The Lion, the Witch, and Bill's Wardrobe.
Yeah,
and Bill's wardrobe.
The Lion, the Witch, and Bill's in the closet.
Kyle gets extra points. Kyle wins today. Sorry, Gray.
So, can you name the other books in the Philip Pullman series?
Well, no, I can't.
The Subtle Knife,
the Golden Compass. You've got the Silver Periscope. You've got the aluminium protractor. No.
Aluminium. We
aluminum. Sorry.
Let us translate for the Yanks. I'm kidding. Is Mark's wife off stage is saying, "What? Not aluminium?" Okay, sorry.
Yes.
So my uncle used to insist that protein was protein, and it's not. Not even by British standards. Is that correct?
What, protein?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's these other books then? Golden Compass.
Right. So the trilogy, which is overall is called His Dark Materials,
I've heard of that.
Includes the golden compass, the subtle knife, and the amber spyglass. There you go.
I was close.
You went far
Amber
off.
spyglass, aluminium tractor. They're not. I said periscope at one point.
Yeah, no amber and no spyglass, but otherwise pretty close.
Periscope. You look through periscope. You look through spyglasses. It's close, very close. That's practically twins. I reckon that's probably the title he rejected. And he was like, "Shall I go with amber spyglass or silver periscope?" And he just went on amber in the end. That's what I reckon.
I have something to ask everybody. Has anyone ever watched the series Manifest?
No.
Okay, it just ended yesterday or last Friday, but I just finished it yesterday. What happened was, what happens is in 2013, these people get on a plane and they come back in 2018 and they're all the same people, but they've been missing for 5 years. And then you find
I think I saw the trailer.
They're there for something greater, is what they start to find out. And it goes over 4 seasons. And I have to say, it's fantastic. And the ending was, I mean, some people might say it was over the top, but I expected it to be what it was. But it was really good. And if you want a good,
I haven't heard of that.
It's fantastic. It's really, really good.
There's
and
it
ran for 3 seasons on NBC.
Yeah.
And then Netflix brought it back for its 4th and final season.
Okay, so the whole thing's probably on Netflix.
It's all on Netflix, yeah. And it's so good. I'm just so. And I also watched this show this week called Florida Man, which on Netflix, which was hilarious. And here's the reason I'm watching Netflix, because my wife and I are trying to peel back on some of our spending, and so we're trying to figure out what streaming services we can cut. And so I hadn't watched Netflix in a while, and I started looking, and they have a lot of really good shows that I haven't even watched yet. And
I watch Netflix more than any other channel.
I just finished watching the Fubar, the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
How is that?
Yeah, it's all right. It's not too bad. It's got a few jokes.
Arnold has a good sense about what works for him, so most of his projects come off pretty good.
Yeah, it was decent.
I love him, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, who else can fuck the maid, have a son with him, and still keep his marriage? I mean, he must be a charismatic motherfucker. I'm just saying. I'm just, he's lucky he's married to a devout Catholic, mind you, but you know.
I thought they got the still going, are they?
But no, I love Arnold. I think I used to play Arnold in this stage show we did every year, and I love doing Arnold more.
Can you let's have an Arnold impression from you?
Well, Mark, when I was a kid and I was like bulking up, I didn't know I didn't know that I was so bulky, and someone said, "Arnold, you're bulky," and I said, "Oh, I guess you're right." Okay, that's all I got for today.
Not bad. Not
the worst.
Not the worst. No, definitely not the worst.
But no, I love, and I will watch Fubar. I really want to. But Netflix has some great shows, and so they had to give up all their Marvel series due to contract. I think Marvel Disney knew what they were doing.
Of course, yeah.
So they gave them up, and so now supposedly Disney Plus is going to reboot pretty much, except for maybe Iron Fist, because nobody liked Iron Fist. I did.
I thought it was fine. I thought
it was too, and people bitched about it. It really kind of angered me, but my 2 favorites out of the 4 are Jessica Jones. That's a great issue. My 2 favorites were Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. I thought those were the two best series that they
I
had.
thought Luke Cage dragged a bit, actually. I thought the timing.
I don't know.
was
I really liked the main actor, and
yeah, it's a good actor. Yeah, it's fine.
And they had a stellar cast.
I actually
it drug a little bit, but
when I actually preferred the villain. The villains in Luke Cage were great.
Oh yeah, the villains are way
the
better.
Villain, the lady and the, was it Cottonmouth? I can't remember the guy and the woman.
Cottonmouth.
I wasn't sure if she was supposed to be Black Mariah or not. I think she might be supposed to be Black Mariah.
Maharaja Ali.
Was
they were great.
Jessica Jones series where David Tennant was the bad guy.
Yeah, the Purple Man.
Oh yeah, that's Jessica Jones. Oh my God, that show was so good and so well done. I thought Jessica Jones was off the hook great, all 3 seasons, and you had her trying to talk her best friend who had become Hellcat.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
It was crazy. Well, it worked with the material though. I liked it.
Go and watch those. I haven't really watched Jessica Jones.
Oh, you would love them, Mark.
I watched a couple of them.
Did you see them, Kyle?
Yeah.
The Jessica Jones. Did you like it?
It had its moments.
Yeah. Yeah. So the funniest thing that happened was in season 2, and this guy comes forth and he says, "Yeah, I was bitten by a mongoose when I was a kid," and he was the wizard, and which is actually a Golden Age character.
Yeah.
But he goes, "Ever since I was bitten by a mongoose, I can run really fast," and he could. And
I thought it was mongoose blood.
He kills him like 5 seconds later. It's really hilarious. It was funny.
What is the Wizard's connection to the previous trivia questions?
Well, wasn't it at one point they thought he was the father of Pietro and Scarlet Witch?
Yep.
Oh yeah, originally it was supposed to be their son.
That's right. Yes,
their
right.
kids.
Yeah.
At one
Miss
point.
America.
Miss America and Wizard.
Yeah. Miss America and the Wizard.
Is it finally Magneto who is their father now, or has that been changed again?
No, that's been retconned. It's not Magneto.
He's not Magneto, so who is their father now? Does anyone care?
Some Russian couple.
It's not the guy
Maximovs. It's the Maximovs.
The Maximovs, yes, correct.
It's not the gypsy guy who came and he brought puppets to life, mannequins to life, and tried to claim that they were.
I don't think it's. I think Puppet Master's like their uncle.
No, not Puppet Master. No, he was like
Puppet Master's related to that? Wait, what?
No, they're all convoluted. There's any number of those where people are connected.
I think the last I heard, they adopted them or something like that when they were very young or something. Right. I think they came down from the high evolutionary thing. Bova looked after them for a while, the cow woman. I think they ended up going to the gypsy couple. And
again, and I'll ask in advance because Wizard came up. Did you guys ever read the Beavis and Butthead comic book?
No.
By Rick Parker?
Yeah.
What was Wizard doing there?
Rick Parker drew me as Wizard. Do you or do you not want to see that original art?
I think we showed that before. I'm sure you've shown that.
I showed me as Wonder Man. I don't think I've ever shown him the Wizard that he did.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember.
I've shown the Wonder Man. He did me as Wonder Man in my underwear.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a Wizard for me. And since
I just made he's drawing you as a wizard, you might be having a slash or something. Right? Yeah, it's just having a whiz.
Having a whiz.
Yeah.
There's a piss joke in
got
the
a
art.
Citation for peeing in a parking garage.
There's a piss joke in the art.
The Wizard.
And there's a piss joke in it, but we're talking about the Wizard, so I'll go up and get this.
I was too. Hey, man.
Is having a whiz just UK slang for having a piss, or is it also having a piss? Is it?
It's over here too, having a whiz. But yeah, there's where Parker drew me as Wonder Man. But this one, since we're talking about Wizards.
Hey, who is following you with the camera?
Me?
The Robert himself.
Oh, that's weird. That's freaking me out.
His biographer is carrying the camera around for him.
His bike.
You sounded like Cher to me, Gray. Yeah. Sorry. You had that digital sound.
Yeah, you should have heard him on Cover Slingers last week when I was.
Oh no. I'm kidding. Gray is loving this. He loves being roasted. I've never known anyone who loved being roasted as much.
Well, that's because he roasts. He's one of the best roasters. So
he is a good roaster. He always delivers the goods.
Yeah, if you're a good roaster, you've got to enjoy being roasted.
Yeah, yeah. If you can't take it, don't dish it out.
Exactly.
You're all gracious.
Yeah. I love the show, by the way, guys. I love being involved with you guys.
Got Nevs today.
No Nevs.
He almost came in yesterday and he didn't come in at all.
I miss Nevs. They call me Lizzie. Oh. Rick? Oh, Rick Parker.
That's great, Kyle. I love that.
Rick Parker is a good dude.
Just a piss joke there, but yeah. Figured that was funny. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to show up anything unless it's requested, but we were talking about the Wizard, so.
That's fair enough. That's a good point.
And
well,
then
thank you
like
for
the
that
Hero
Wizard.
Clicks, there's the box art for the Hero Clicks Batman.
Oh, that's beautiful.
By Dave Dorman, but that was right there in it.
Dan Dorman?
Dave Dorman.
Dave Dorman. I don't know why I said Dan.
Dave Dorman, Dizzy McIntitch.
When Dave Dorman was a little baby. Sorry, that's John Henry. Mark is looking for something, and I never know.
So I'm trying to collect all of these. I'm trying to collect all of these. There are only 12.
You only have one left.
I think I saw a couple of them in Place in Space when I was in the other day, Mark.
Yeah, but I've got all but 1, 2, and 12.
Hey, set that down before you.
Oh, Bug, you got the one that I think you put aside for you?
No, I still want the one you put aside.
All right, cool.
I think you only, I think you only lack one.
No, 1 and 2. They're quite expensive. It's called Sabrina's Sorcery,
right?
Like that.
How much are those?
No, it's this one was not. I mean, these later ones are cheaper. The 1 and 2 with the Sabrina title are quite pricey. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to pick up a copy at the London Comic Mart when I go.
I never see those though. They, but I remember when they came out, and I picked them up. The Sabrina ones were way tamer than when they became.
Yeah. They obviously decided to change it from Sabrina because they were obviously trying to do a horror title,
right?
An adult horror title, and you can't really do that if you've got Sabrina.
And didn't Gray Morrow do the majority of the art for those?
Yes,
yeah,
he did.
Gorgeous art.
He did this one. He did this series here, which is Sorcery, which is 12 issues, but also crazily. They took Archie's Madhouse, and for 3 issues, they turned it into a horror comic.
Yep.
Which is totally crazy. So
yeah, weird. It's weird way of doing things, isn't they?
That was Gray Morrow as well. So you've got these 12 issues here.
Yeah.
And you've got the 3 issues of Madhouse that were also done by Gray Morrow as horror comics.
And they were also Red Circle, no longer Archie.
Correct, they were Red Circle,
which freaked people out.
Yeah.
Ow!
But I
thought Madhouse is great. I love Madhouse.
Yeah. So why suddenly do they turn it into a horror comic?
Oh, because to try to raise sales.
Yes.
I mean, in the early 70s, horror books were huge.
Yes.
And they had Gray fucking Morrow. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm cussing so much today, folks. I'm just on that jag, shall we say. So it's just us now. Oh, no, here comes Kyle.
Kyle's
Here
back.
comes Mr.
I'm moving
Kyle
boxes and it's
Stark.
sitting right on top of them. Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
quit looking.
Oh, that's the one I want. That's the one I want. Kyle, you need to put that on. Definitely, we need to talk. That's the one I'm looking for.
It's yours now. What? What issue is that?
38.
Ah. Oh, hey,
Oh
put
wow,
that in the
that's got a
pile for
whole
me. I've
cover on
always
it. That
wanted
is
that one.
fantastic, Kyle. I'm going to definitely want to trade those.
Oh, okay.
That's,
Well, yeah, put that on Mark's pile then.
Yeah, definitely. We need to talk about that first one because that definitely is on my.
I've got 3 or 4 more of those buried in the big box back there, but I'm not.
You've got
digging
number
deep.
2. I'll take. I'm looking for number 2 as well.
That's 1966. I have. You know why I have a lot of Gray Morrow stuff, right? We've talked about this before. Gray Morrow is from Indiana.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he's far. He's at a distance from like London to halfway up the UK, but you know, still in Indiana with me. But yeah, Chilling Adventures in Sorcery #1.
That's the one I want.
So if my Archie box is anywhere near the top, I'll pull out a stack and see what you think.
Well, I want that one and number 2 if you've got it. Oh, it's just me now. Hi, guys. The others have all gone walkabout. Bill's coming back. It's just me, Bill. I've just been talking to people by myself. Oh, you've had a bong.
Yes, I have.
Is it? I reckon it's the same time. Every show, about this time, you go off for a bong.
Yes, I do. I seldom bring it back with me, but I did tonight. So I don't advertise this much, but I do live in a state where it's been decriminalized, but it's not condoned. So I still have to buy it through.
Oh, can you not buy it?
That's still on the mark.
No.
pile.
Oh, excellent. Good. Yes, keep it there.
There are 13 states that have not legalized it yet.
Okay. So
I think, has Indiana, Kyle?
Legalized? I don't think so.
no, Indiana will be the last bloody place they do it. Yeah.
And I live in Texas, so what do you expect?
So you're allowed to use it, but you can't buy it.
Right.
Oh,
And guess where it comes from? All the states where you can buy it.
gotta
Yeah,
brag
cool.
about this too. There's
I mean,
me
it's kind of ironic.
by Matilda.
Oh, I love that.
Rare piece of art there. So yeah.
So I was a little disappointed that that the guy, I can't think of his name right now, the guy from Firefly, Kyle.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, that Nathan Fillion wasn't cast as Wonder Man because he was supposed to be. And now it's been cast as a black guy, which I have no problem with, but it just threw me for a loop because Nathan Fillion even played Wonder Man in the MODOK TV series on Hulu. Do you know about that one, Mark?
Yeah, I know about the MODOK series. I haven't.
Yeah, it's horribly great. It is
animated.
I heard good reviews
like
of it. We haven't got it over here.
All the worst Marvel characters, and look, MODOK was great in his original story arc, but a big fat head. And they did okay with it in Quantumania, but they did as much as they could. Oh, that's a good one.
Shadows of the Empire #1, the first Dark Horse Star Wars.
Oh wow!
I gotta put that on the mark pile.
Yeah, put that on the mark pile.
Put that, Kyle. Put that in the pile.
The Kyle pile.
No. The stuff you send him is in the Kyle pile.
That's why he doesn't sit down very often. He's got the Kyle piles.
The Kyle pile. Gomer Pyle's cousin, Kyle Pyle. Shazam! So I saw this cartoon yesterday. A one-panel cartoon and it was Billy Batson, and he was all pissed off because he said he can't watch Gomer Pyle because it keeps transforming him back and forth from Captain Marvel to Billy Batson because he keeps saying Shazam.
Really?
The Star Wars #1 Loot Crate picture variant.
Wow.
Oh, look. What's that?
That's Sonic number one.
Number one.
Signed by Dave Mack.
Not signed by. I'm not in my sign boxes.
I'm sorry. I and the Dave Mack thing is so great. I think that's going to carry on for every episode.
Have you got any comics signed by Dave Mack, Bill?
I do not. I do not. Kyle.
I don't even know who Dave Mack is.
So I can just say, signed by Dave Mack.
I have a comic signed by Dave Mack, actually.
Do you really? From Kyle?
No, not from Kyle. From Dave Mack.
From straight from the Mac.
Straight.
The Mac attack. I gotta find some shit to show.
I'm going to show a couple dogs. Sit down. I'm just going to show two more comics.
Show two more.
Two recent pickups. They didn't cost me very much. So it's a
my God.
Steve Gerber goodness. Man Thing 14. Tower at the end of time. Yeah. So early-ish Man Thing. Really nice appearance. And they only cost me a couple of quid, these.
Wow.
And Man Thing 15, a candle for Saint Cloud, the most macabre Man Thing masterpiece of all.
Oh, and it's a Pence copy.
And it's a Pence copy. They're both Pence.
Oh, I love the Pence copies.
How about the Metal Men from Mars and other improbable tales?
There you go.
Slave labor graphics. Here's a cool one. Xena Warrior Princess #0. Why I don't show this off? Who did the art?
Hughes?
Barter, Hillary Barter.
And they screwed him, so I never show that off.
And Dave Mack.
Hey, here you go, Mark.
Ripping time. It's Corbin.
Do you love Corbin?
There's issue #1.
I like Corbin too. Oh, that's a great one.
There's issue #1. I do believe that's 2.
I don't think I've got those.
And that's issue 5 of Son of
Wow.
Son of Mutant World. Nice big booby doobies. This is what I'm running into while I'm flipping by. Now, should I set these Corbins aside for you?
Yeah, those two Ripping Times. I haven't got Ripping Time.
Yeah, I got lots of Corbin.
I've got Son of Mutant World.
I've got lots of Corbin here. So
that strange guy is going to try and come and buy Corbin from me at the next London Comic Mart.
Well, has he been in touch?
Oh,
has he been bothering you? Oh gosh, what happened to the first one then? Where you took them all down?
Well, he didn't turn up. He got. They wouldn't let him in. The bouncers wouldn't let him in.
Well, what? He must have been in some state then.
I don't ask. Right. So he contacts me the day after and he says, "Oh, I couldn't get in. They wouldn't let me in. I'm very." He said, "Did you have your Corbin?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Oh."
I wonder why I didn't let him in because it was a bit of a bit messy. But he wasn't like in real bad state.
I don't know why they didn't let. I mean, you saw him.
He's obviously not the full ticket, right? But he wasn't like harming anyone or being loud or obnoxious.
I know, but I think he's harmless. But
yeah, he seemed harmless.
Anyway, he then somehow he got my phone number, so he ringing me up when I was in Italy.
Was it not on your card that we give him?
Maybe, yes, that might have been it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he's been ringing me up. He's ringing me up. Oh well, I'm not going to be back in London again, mate. I'm going to be off traveling for 6 weeks. I'm not going to be able to drop comics off. He wanted me to drop them off at Gosh Comics in London. I said, Well, how's that going to work? I mean, I said,
No.
you haven't even seen what I've got. You might not.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Or giving you the money for them.
Oh, exactly. So we'll see. He may turn up on the 26th. I don't know. I hope he does because I've got some Richard Corbins for him. I mean, he's
Yeah. I was in a. Are you part of the Facebook group? Old guys like old comic books.
Don't think so.
Because one of the guys has got a channel, and like I was watching a live stream from the other premiere, and someone I've never heard the name of before. I don't know who he is. He said, "Are you at London Comic Mart this month?" He asked me, and I was like, "Oh, does he know? Has he seen me there at the Comic Mart or something?"
Probably.
And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I'll be on the Sunday Comic Stall." And he said, "Oh, I'm gonna be there for this mart." And he's from like Oklahoma or something like that. And like he's added on Facebook, he's gonna be there.
People do travel. There was a couple of Dutch guys who were there last week.
Yeah. So that's where we're gonna see him on this week, this month, I suppose. I don't know if he's coming just for that. So there's another festival the day before or the same day. So that's something to do with paper. It's all like pulps and stuff like that there.
Oh right, okay.
Paper fair or something like that.
Yeah, okay. Where's that in London? Okay.
Yeah, I think it must be in close proximity. It's weird that they're both on the same day. You think you combine the two, like comic books and pulp magazines and stuff?
Yeah, old guys who like old comics is who hooked me into the guys from London Loves Comics. Who hooked me into the guys that published the book that hooked me into the guys that got me to know you outside of Scott. So,
they got a lot to answer for.
Basil Wolverton, Gateway to Horror.
Nice. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah.
I still ain't quite got into the thing. It's a good thing I just took a painkiller. How about Red Circle Fly #1?
Mm-hmm.
The relaunch of the Fly, Rudy Nabri. The relaunch of Jaguar.
I've got that one.
The relaunch of the Shield.
Mm.
What is that?
Carlo says that we can come to Portugal in October if you want.
The Archie Scooby-Doo launch.
Oh, I'd love to go to Portugal in October. That sounds fun.
Oh, and it's the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the cartoon.
Mark and Graham, either one of you ever been to the States?
It's in the
Yeah,
internet.
when I was 13 years old.
Loads of times, Bill. Yeah.
What's that, Mark?
I've been loads of times. I went for work quite a lot.
Conservation Corps.
And Gray, you?
And
when I was 13.
#1.
I went to
Oh,
the
wow.
States.
A long time ago.
I went there for the World Speedway final at the Coliseum in LA.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been to Texas. I've been to San Antonio. And
you have?
I have, yeah.
That's where I live.
I know. And I've been to really near Waco. I can't remember.
Austin, Dallas.
Austin, yeah. I mean Austin, yeah. And
that's our capital.
I've been to a few places in Texas. I went to Atlanta. I've been to Miami. I've been to San Francisco. I've been to New York. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Boston. I've been to Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland. Well, you know why Cleveland is important, right?
Why?
One of the creators of Superman grew up there, and his house is a shrine now.
It's also the name of the brother of Boston brand, Zedman. Cleveland brand is his brother's name.
You're stupid, man. You're so stupid. That's funny.
It's true. What is the comic event called in Portugal in October? I'm quite tempted.
Comic Port? I don't know.
So the comic events are more art exhibits and less conventions for vendors. He's done videos.
I'd come over. I'd probably come over for that. That sounds really good. I'm going to look that up.
Hey, I just want to tell you guys, if you ever want to come over for Comic-Con, I'll hook you up.
Yeah, not me, mate. Not me.
Mark, if you ever want to come over.
I would love to come.
Yeah.
If I win the lottery, maybe, but it's highly unlikely.
I'd like to do that next year, Bill. I want to come over to the States for a convention next year.
Okay. One pass?
Yeah, just me, yeah.
Okay. I got you covered.
Oh, maybe two. My mate Alan from Canada would probably want to come as well.
Okay, I got you covered for sure, and I probably have Alan covered as well.
Okay.
So the pass is the hardest part.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. It's very hard to get passes, but I mean, because I do panels and stuff, I have connections. Thank God.
Yeah.
But I can get you free passes. So just let me know.
Great. Okay. So I'll check out what the dates are next year. But
that would be great.
It's definitely on my bucket list to come to the San Diego Comic Con.
Oh no, you would love it. And we would have a blast.
Yes.
We would probably drink a lot of beer.
You can get me a free pass.
We drink a lot of Purple Haze.
It's hard to find Purple Haze there, but
get me a free pass, Bill, and then sell it to someone there and give me the money that you got for it.
No, I'm sorry, Graham. I'm already going to give that money to myself. Thank you.
No, if you're going to get a free pass for it, but you can get a free pass.
What are you doing now, Kyle?
I'm done digging through comic books. The pain hit me, and I have to get downstairs before I fell down the stairs.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
We love you, pal.
Let's have a book about pub cats.
So
pub cats.
I'll dig up them other sorcery books later. I've got like 5 issues of sorcery.
London, pub cats.
So you finished your run, Mark, is what he's trying to say.
I don't know. I don't know if I have issue 12. I don't know which one. I don't think I
1
have
and 2 are the hardest, Kyle. 12
I don't have 2, but I have 1.
You can find a 12 easier. Yeah.
12 easy to find. 1 and 2. One is the difficult one.
1 is very hard to find.
Well, I got 1 in mid-grade condition. So.
That's great.
That's all Mark asked for. He didn't even specify a condition, quite frankly. But
mid-grade's fine.
What drove me nuts is I moved 2
I'm not a great slob.
I moved 2 boxes to find it. It wasn't in it, and I turned around and it was sitting right on top of the 1 box.
Wow. I mean, that's spooky.
It's sorcery.
That is the book I'm currently looking for. That is the top of my search list at the moment.
Is what?
Well, you can check
tell the
it out.
difference?
Sitting there.
Can you tell the difference, guys?
No,
the same person, surely.
I never thought you looked like George Harrison.
I think actually Greyman is Alan Moore. Alan Moore doesn't like publicity. So what way to get
around it? Good point.
Dude, I swear, I totally thought that picture was George Harrison. Oh wow.
Well, I was sitting down there. I took a pill that heavily sedated me, so I'm gonna be loopy for a while.
Loopy.
What else is new? I'm kidding.
Loopy.
You know what? On that note, I'm going to get a little loopy too.
You guys want to know the worst part about taking those pills?
What's that, buddy?
The suppositories.
What I have to change into before I go to bed.
Oh, poor man. Man, I'm so sorry, Kylie.
That's bad.
Yeah, Kylie Minogue.
I literally have no choice but to change into a goddamn nappy.
I'm so sorry, man.
That's no good, is it?
No.
Is that because you're so knocked out that you can't?
I take all these medications to make the parts of me work that they kill the radiation.
Yeah.
And then when I get heavily sedate and I'm sound asleep, I don't have the energy to get up out of bed. So I have to take my medicine. I got to wear a goddamn nappy. And it makes me it's mentally just fucks my head.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 12 hours of rest. I'll be up and down, but I'll get 12 hours of rest and I'll wake up fatigued. But if I sacrifice that, then I sacrifice my ability to be able to get out of bed and control things, because I've had my ability to control it irradiated to the point of killing it.
Yeah.
My piss pump has been irradiated to death. So if anybody ever says I don't have a hard time with fucking cancer, eat shit and die, it's still fucking with me hard.
No, you know,
but it's psychological. I'm in remission and I can dance, but that.
Yeah,
you got all pains everywhere. You can't dance.
Put on a goddamn diaper if I take all my medicines.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a joke to make you laugh?
Yes.
Listen,
Try.
I know there's
Tell me a
nothing
joke to make
funny
me
about
laugh.
what you're talking about.
If it's a Tampax joke, it might not make you laugh.
No, it's not. It's not. It's like, so I have this friend and he only dates women over like 80. And I said, dude, you don't have like oral sex with them, do you? And he goes, well, of course. And I go, dude, what does it taste like? And he said, depends.
Depends. Yeah. It's like pulling open a cold grilled cheese sandwich. See, now, if you weren't going to go that way with that joke.
That's such a bad joke.
If you weren't going to go that way with that joke, I was going to come with the, hey, guess what my guess what my taint smells like.
Oh, thank you. Depends.
I don't get it.
I had to make you laugh.
I think it's a US. It's a US product.
Yeah. It's like adult Pampers or adult diapers.
Oh, I see.
So, I knew Mark caught on, and he grabs like, huh?
I just put out a statement of fact. It's like, yeah, I'm sure it does.
No.
This is
many
the generic version.
I know.
Sure.
Look,
We're not attached to
I
commercial.
used to wear
Mark is only because Mark was in the commercial world for so long. That's why you see these things, right, Mark?
I used to wear banana hammocks and G-strings, for fuck's sake. Now I have to wear them.
Oh boy! It's
now this
show
is
and
what
tell,
I wear.
folks.
When I get medicated, because my shit's fucking with me so bad, that's what I gotta wear. Hey, you want to take it to another level? You ready? You guys ready to take this to another level?
Not really.
No, we've seen it.
don't want to see.
No, Kyle, no.
Who's this? Who's this? What character is this?
That is
Vanisher.
Yep. Who is this?
Cobalt, you got to pull it closer. You
Yeah,
got to get.
supposed to
Oh,
get-
that's Unis the Untouchable.
It sure is.
Oh wow! When did he go non-human looking?
No, he looks perfectly human now. He's just wearing a red costume. He's got a normal face.
Oh, I didn't see it close enough. Sorry.
Unis the Untouchable.
all right, guys. Quiz. What happens in this comic?
Captain America dies. That's the McGinnis second print. I've got that, or the 1 in 25.
Kyle, you're a
print.
cracker. You definitely
Captain
up there. That's correct.
So,
Next.
Was that it?
Next, Mark.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
You haven't.
Who's the character who's going to be appearing in Justice League America?
What, in that
Yeah,
comic book,
yeah.
you mean?
So this is a former member demands to rejoin the Justice League. What about it? Who is he? Is he
I'm not
Hawkman.
ready yet.
is that Plastic Man?
Hawkman.
Hawkman? Yes,
Hawkman.
correct. Bill gets
All
the
right.
point.
Are you ready,
It
guys?
kind of looks like from the shadow. It kind of looks like Yellow Jacket, but it's obviously not Yellow Jacket. But it looks more like Yellow Jacket than Hawkman.
It looks just like Yellow Jacket, though.
What is this, guys?
It's something that you pee into.
Is that your moon cup?
It's a
Suction.
It's a penis enlarger.
Some kind of suction thing, is it?
Yeah.
Is that for taking? Is that for someone to take the piss out of you?
Stick down your throat when you're choking.
It's a medical penis pump.
Okay.
Wait, don't demonstrate it. Please don't demonstrate. Stop right now.
Look,
No,
I'm logging
go
out.
to the
I'm
bathroom.
logging out.
Don't go to the bathroom.
Melbert.
No.
Melbert.
Now,
We
do
don't
you
want
know
to
why
see
I
your
have one of
pelvis.
those? Do you know why I have one of those?
I'm not sure we want to know.
No.
For 3 years of being irradiated and things going bad, if you leave it, and when they say you don't use it, you lose it. If I didn't have to use that to maintain blood flow function, necropathy,
necrosis,
necropathy or whatever, necrosis would have set in, and my dick would have fell off.
Damn.
How fucked up is my kind of cancers I have? I had to do that not to grow my penis, to keep it from falling the fuck off.
Just keep the blood flow from it through it. Jeez.
Yep. Dude. Well, here's all I want to say is I'm pretty impressed with the size of the machine you needed. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they must have gone. We need the extra large here, guys.
Well, they thought it was for my butt. So yeah, if anybody says I don't have a fucking sense of humor about it, I'll put it out there to the world. But
yeah, Kyle used to be in porn films when he got out of the Marines.
At least it wasn't a pipette, I suppose. If it had been a pipette, it would have been something different.
The fact there aren't
Captain America
walls, just how I didn't go on a murderous rampage is beyond me, because it fucking makes me crazy, and that shit still fucking haunts me. Even though I'm in remission, that's still what I'm dealing with. So, and then the bitch of it is, once all this stuff's wearing off and I'm actually getting some function back, that could potentially kill me.
The 2 foot, well, a 2 foot penis could kill anyone.
No, if my my testosterone goes up, so does my PSA counts. And
oh my god,
cancer spreads. So if I get my drive back, it's a death sentence. Literally a death sentence. Like a death within 2 years, there's a 90% chance I'll die if my testosterone comes back.
If you get it up.
Not if I get it up. If it builds back up enough where I got back to normal.
I
got back to normal, I'd be dead.
Just take estrogen or something like that.
I'm sitting there with my wife and my doctor, and they went, well, you can do nothing about it. Keep full function, and you'll be dead in 2 years. Or you can do this. And my wife went, yeah, whatever. We're doing that. Whatever. Couldn't even chime in on the decision. She's like, you're not going to be dead in 2 years. So, yeah. Yeah, had they not already killed it and stuff like that. But, yeah, that's how fucking miserable that is. And I put on a...
If we haven't already said it, folks, this episode is NC-17.
Oh,
thank you.
Which is why people wondered why I didn't give a shit when I went on these shows and late at night and stuff like that. I didn't give a shit because I thought I was going to die. And I still got a short limit, but I'm still dealing with all that shit.
I've got some news for you. You are going to die.
Oh, yeah.
So are all of us.
But not... See, my timeline went from... It could have been 20 to 30 years down the road. At best, you're looking at a 5-year window.
Okay.
And I'm more than halfway through it. So...
And now you're back to being a bit more reasonable, depending.
No, I'm in remission, but what's the nice way to say I have less than 1,000 days to live?
Is that what I reckon?
What's a nice way to say that? And I just had a friend die of pancreatic cancer. She went 2.5 years on a diagnosis where they gave her 2 weeks.
Well, we want you to be here as long as you can be here. We love you.
Beats in my fucking head.
Here on the old farm.
Yeah.
You're a very good guy, and we love you.
But that's what I'm saying. That shit just beats in my head all the time. And I put a game face and cover that shit up, and I'm all jovial and I'm all silly. But I sat quiet and cooped away in the dark corners of the universe.
We can see it in your poems, Kyle.
Oh.
The real you comes out in your poems. So,
do you know? And I don't talk about this much. I am an internationally published poet. I have been published out of England, Australia, Taiwan, 3 spots in the United States, including San Francisco and New York.
Singapore.
Is this your mom's influence, though? Is she just you following?
I'll crack the jokes with that. I've been offered jobs in songwriting out of Nashville, Tennessee, and I didn't take it. Just no.
I would love to hear I'd love to hear a country song written by Kyle Andrews.
So check out some of my death metal lyrics, mate.
I can joke all day long, but I have written a song produced by Quincy fucking Jones. That'll be on my headstone as one of the coolest things in my life.
Okay.
I have written a song.
No, I think that is
Quincy
fucking cool.
Jones.
Actually.
Even though the fucked up part of that is the main producer was Babyface's little brother, but Babyface and Quincy Jones were there when they mixed it. He put his fingers on it. Quincy Jones's fingerprints are on a song I wrote. So
Nice.
It's just a fun story I can tell my grandkids. But since I got back on the grid, I just figured, fuck it, I'll blurt these out. And then they gave me a death sentence, and I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna dump it all out there because I need to find places for everything. So now that I found a place for most of my stuff, now it's just for my sanity. But I'm medicated. I am fucked up. I am in bad shape most of the time people see me.
What did your neck in? Is that all part of the thing? Did your neck in, or is that something else that caused that?
He broke his neck.
When was that?
C5 and C6. My C6 vertebrae is herniated to like your vertebrae are lined like this. My C6 is lined like that.
How did that happen then? How did you do?
A 220-pound raging psychopath, crack baby, literally a grown man crack baby. This is about all I can tell. Was going on a killer rampage trying to knock people out and went after one of my clients, and I put my body between him, and I just couldn't get enough angle. So I went like this to get in front of the guy and got hammer fisted in front of 4 cops, and it basically broke my neck.
Oh, shit.
Mark, are you in a green screen?
No.
The horror story to that.
It's weird. Like it looks like half your arm disappeared because of the black. Yeah, on the other side, it's so weird.
Yeah. My neck is basically broken. I went 2 years to get workers' compensation. I went 2 years to get it. After 2 years of workers' compensation, I had to go 3 years to get disability. So while I was going through the workers' compensation fight, I had to go medically bankrupt. Got out of that, spent 3 years getting disability, finally got disability. When I got disability, then they could finally fuse my neck, and I was getting my neck to be repaired in April of 2019, in April of 2020. In November of 2019, I sat out here coughing, and one of my ribs broke, and I waited 2 weeks. A rib broke. It didn't crack. A rib broke, and I waited 2 weeks, and I sat out here and toughed it out until I started coughing up blood on my wife. Walking in the house one day, I started coughing up blood. So I went to the hospital. They x-rayed it. They said, you got a broken rib. You got to ice this. You got to do that. You got to do that. I went back home. The next day, I'm walking downstairs, and another rib breaks. And I go and they x-ray it, and they said, another rib broke. Were you in a car wreck? These are straight breaks. Were you in a car wreck? I said, no, I was just walking down steps. So they put me on a regiment where I had to ice it and get things set up like that. Into December, I was still having the pain, so I went back for x-rays, and they spotted a 4-millimeter mass. And they said, well, before we can do anything else, we need to figure out what this is, because they were sending me to therapy for my ribs and my neck at the time. And they said, oh, this mass is cancerous, so you have to go to a urologist. So he probes me and says, oh, this is aggressive, and it has to come out of you right away. But there's some swelling over here that we need to check. And by February, they went, the other one's even a more severe form of cancer, and that's potentially fatal. So we need to take this one out and then send you on to this one. So within 4 months, and then they scanned my bones again, and a third rib had broken, and a fourth one had cracked. My bone density went weak because I had cancer growing in me. So I went through 3 years of cancer treatment. Now I was slated to have my neck fused, and that was a necessary surgery. The minute I got cancer, it became an elective surgery, and it went from being mostly paid for by insurance to now COVID is happening. Now you have cancer. While you're getting cancer treatment, you cannot have these other things done. If you do, they're going to be elective. So now I can never have my neck repaired. So I'm fucked for life with that. And they found 2 malignant cancers while they were doing it, and they damn near killed me. So in the last 3 years, the fact I'm even remotely fucking sane is a testament to my perseverance.
Well, thank goodness you're still here, Kyle. That's you know, it's great.
So
exactly,
we're lucky you're here.
Yeah.
And the fact I don't go out on road rage every day is a testament to my patience, because, you know, when people started giving me shit on things, I'm like, you know, I ain't here to catch shit. I ain't here for trolls. I ain't here for the bullshit. I ain't here to please the masses. And every time I told them, I don't want wealth, I don't want fame, I don't need all that shit, and they're all like, fuck you, you're full of it. I'm like, all right, see ya. You know,
you're here.
I'll be
you're
full
here
of it
to live and give.
But you know,
live and give. I'm going to put that on your tombstone.
People could never understand what I wanted from YouTube was this. When YouTube could do this right here, and I could share, I was good. And they were like, nah, and I'm like, nope, I'm good. I can stream over people. I'm good. That's what I wanted. And nobody can understand. I don't want to be a millionaire. I don't want to do all these things. I don't want, this is what I want. This simple. Now I drive my wife crazy because, you know, had I been married to her, the times in my life where millions were an option, I probably would have taken them. But single, if I'd have become a millionaire single, I'd have coked my brain out and blown my brain out 20 years ago.
So thank God you're not a millionaire.
I would have. I literally would have. What the fuck, you know? What the fuck? When you ain't got nothing to live for.
I'm just saying.
You know.
Well, I think as well, Carl, you know, when you've been through what you've been through, your mind focuses on what's important.
And I got all these downtime. You know, when I can't sleep, which is most of the time because of my neck, unless I get heavily sedated.
Yeah.
Sleep, I'm just trapped with my own brain, and it's a bad fucking thing to be with. Is my brain?
Yeah.
No, all our brains are honestly, you know, I haven't been through the shit you have been, but you know, we all go through our own shit, but sometimes, it can defeat us if we let it.
Mm.
And all these people saying I blow my own horn too much. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? For the previous 20 years, I didn't talk about shit, so I'm just getting it out of my system. I laugh. People go.
I'm happy we talk about things on here. This is more than just a comic show.
It's psychotherapy to me.
That's our new tagline. More than just a comic show. It's whatever comes out of our damn mouth.
It's mates chat to me. You know,
This is what I live for. I used to love sitting around. I used to love to go to coffee shops, and the person to my right is a college professor, and the person to my left is a punk skateboard kid off the street, and the person in front of me is like a random factory worker, and we could have just free-flowing discussions about whatever. You know, now the kid may not have chimed in much, but sometimes the kid would talk about teen angst, and then we could talk about our versions of teen angst, and then, you know, all right, we're helping this person. And then this, you know, book nerd over here wanted to feel welcome in the hip crowd, and these other people are hip crowd. So, you know, we just got to know each other, and it didn't matter, you know, the person over here could be black, and then there's some Chinese, and then, like I said, there's teenage kids, and it just an influx, and it just having that thing. And I've always demanded that around things I've been around. And then when I went into the masses, they're like, well, I don't understand that. And I'm like, well, I can do without you. If you can't understand it, I can do without you. So I can come on here with you guys and talk Monty Python shit and go down comics and have an intellectual discussion. But I'll tell you 1,000 times over, Gray, what is my favorite video of yours?
I don't know. You told me before. Oh God! Hold on. Don't tell me.
Park with your sister. You had like 6.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
you're walking.
The comic book. That's right.
You were looking at ducks and walking and talking with your sister, and I'm like, that's quality.
Well, I think that's the first time you commented on one of my videos. Is one of my walkie videos, and you posted me a poem.
Yeah, and it's just it inspired me. It utterly inspires me. But yeah, I am a legitimate published poet. I mean, I'll name drop a Romeo Tangal from DC Comics, whose fingerprints are all over the new Teen Titans. He insisted I could do a show out of Australia. Like, that went for 3 weeks, and publishing new shit.
Wow.
I drive people crazy because they're like, well, you can write and do this and write a book and tell a story. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I wrote my kid half a book and said, all right, that's good enough. You know, I laugh, but I've had Hollywood come knocking on my door about telling stories. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No, I don't want that. I'll sign over the rights to my wife, but
it's Hollywood here.
Hollywood.
Hollywood and our other stripper mates.
I'm hoping the Bardfield Gazette knocks on my door, but no luck yet.
Is that your local? Is that your local?
A local village magazine.
I thought you was more of a yellow advertiser, man.
Botchfield.
Bardfield.
Bardfield.
Bardfield. Bardfield.
Bardfield.
Where the bards all hang out singing in a field.
Because me and Willie Shakespeare.
Yeah.
William Bardfield.
It's an old coaching town.
But yeah, I
like Bardfield. Bardfield is good.
Like
that's my
today
last
was
name.
hammered home. I'm a social butterfly even when I try not to be. And I'm sitting out here earlier getting ready to run to the store, and a new neighbor walks by, and it's a pregnant lady with like her 2-year-old kid, and they're walking, and he's pushing his little toy. And we say hi, and they're looking at my bird feeder, and we're talking, and I pull out the wagon for one of the grandkids and start walking them, and I'm actually getting to know my new neighbor. And I get back in my house, and my wife's sitting there with the grandbaby. And I'm like, hey, I just talked to this neighbor, Amanda, and her kid. And she's like, how in the hell am I supposed to be a recluse if you keep introducing yourself to the neighbors? Now I have to say hi to them. She wants to be a social recluse, and I don't know how to. I try to be a social recluse.
Oh, Kyle, you've got no chance.
Can't do it.
What's it like where you live, Mark? You've quite a small place you live. You know all your neighbours and that.
Yeah, we know our neighbours. So one side we've got a primary school. The local village primary schools on one side, and we've got a couple of people on the other side. That's changed hands 3 times, but we've always been friends. So we got a couple there. They're in their mid-40s. They've got girls aged sort of 8 and 12. We're quite good with the neighbours. It's a little local village, so you know there's lots of local village events.
I barely talk to my friends, let alone my neighbours.
See, and that's how I view the United States there, and then the world. And I've traveled the world, and to me, the world just kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, especially when technology. Because I'll meet anybody, I'll hang in a room with fucking anybody. I've got more than enough proof of that. I drive people nuts with it because I'll glad hand anybody in a room. And yet, if you didn't know anybody, you wouldn't know. I'd prefer just sitting around in a rocking chair, you know, telling my grandkids stories and anything. But yeah, you cut me loose, and I'm gonna go meet everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we really don't.
I don't have to like everybody, but I'll meet everybody.
We don't want to cut you loose.
No.
Yeah.
And because we like I've told the U.S. president to go fuck a rolling donut. That was one of my favorites ever. I told the U.S. president to go fuck a rolling donut and made a Secret Service guy laugh. I told him fuck a rolling donut and walked away.
Dude, you're amazing.
Well, Paolo's saying being a social recluse is hard when you're a journalist. Does that mean he's a journalist?
Yeah, he does car stuff, automobile stuff.
I can go to a racetrack and talk.
Why do I not get any of those? Oh wait,
you go on the comments. Okay,
go on comments and go on.
Okay.
Does it work on the
go on chat and then hit.
Oh, I see now.
Go on chat and hit comments. But yeah, when everybody's like, "Oh, you talk too much, or you tell too many stories," it's like, man, I ain't scratched the tip of the fucking iceberg yet. Ain't nobody on the internet heard 20% of my story.
Oh, I've heard more than 20% of your stories, Kyle.
Not even close. Not even close.
Mark, you'd hope you're.
You got to stop telling the same 20% over and over again.
Kyle, I must have heard 20% of your story.
I recycle a couple of them, but there is so much more.
You just heard
more than 20% of my
5
stories,
times.
I'll tell you that.
That's what it is.
No, I mean, I'll repeat some of the other ones, but what I'm saying is I still ain't told.
Yeah, there's
And
more.
I'm not talking about my whole life. I'm talking about the more fantastic stories.
Yeah.
I haven't scratched the fucking surface on them. Because I have told no dirt. I've talked about one of my basketball player friends at a private party.
Oh, hang on.
But
What's Gray doing?
there you go.
I'm bubble wrapping my face.
Why?
I don't know. I just
There
saw
you
the
go.
bubble wrap there, and I thought
Of the grand stories, I have probably.
I am Dr. Bubble Wrap. I am your worst nightmare.
There you go. And I'm the only one that's medicated. But no, Mark, no shit. I haven't told 20 because I will not tell tales out of line.
Not really. It was me.
People. I haven't told very few tales. I've told about knowing famous people, but I haven't told stories with it. Like I've told a handful of stories. Like Santa. Santa got the backstory out of me with Art Alazakis and how I got to meet him, the guy from Everclear, and there's a backstory there.
You told Santa?
Stories, Sanimation 5. So,
I know. I just pulled your leg. I just pictured you sitting on Santa's lap.
Bill's got a pretty good backstory.
Yeah, Bill Hicks.
I still haven't worked out Bill's life. He's sort of.
So did I ever tell you the story about when I worked at Macy's? I probably have.
Is that where you met your what? The
Streisand and Manilow story.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Well,
yeah.
damn, I was working for SeaWorld as their television producer, and Trini Lopez, who is this award-winning folk singer from the 60s. So he was in the special that we were doing, okay? And Trini liked cocaine.
He's not the one who did that Christmas song, is he?
He may have. His big hit was
Christmas
"If
song.
I Had a Hammer, I'd have
Hammer in the morning." That one.
Yeah, and so he went to the bathroom, and a friend of mine who's also a deputy sheriff, as a side job, he was security there at the park. He went into the bathroom. And he came running out and he goes, "Oh my God, what do I do? I'm also a deputy, but I saw this vial of cocaine kind of rolling out from under the urinal or from under the door from the stall."
Yeah.
And he said, then Mr. Lopez came running out and grabbed the vial and ran back in and looked up at me and said, "Oh, hi," and ran back in and slammed the door and locked it. And he goes, "What do I do?" And I go, "You forget you saw anything." And he goes, "Okay." and
see, now he's passed on, so you're not talking out of place. Trini's long gone.
So. Oh, Trini? No, Trini's still alive.
Is he?
I believe so.
Shame on you then.
No.
Cocaine story.
It's not
common knowledge, isn't it?
Where is this gonna go? Honestly, Kyle. I mean, you can't tell
story. Bill, I think you're ignoring our 5,000 viewers that we have.
There you
go. The 3 viewers.
One day maybe I'll tell.
So I do have to give a shout out to Chuck Lauder, and Chuck lives in England. I have to find out exactly where, but he really enjoys Gray and Mark's comments, and maybe they live close enough. Well, of course they live close enough that they can get together, but hopefully they can hang out and knock off. But Chuck and I have been friends since 6th grade, and he's a really good guy. He's a
living in England.
Chuck Lauder.
Yeah, he just. I think that's the guy I was telling you about earlier, Mark, who said he's coming to the con on the Martin at the end of the month.
Okay, great. Oh, we'll look forward to that. Chuck, if
Sure,
you
that
watch
was him.
There you go, Chuck.
We'll see you.
I think it was him.
He's
That's the
contacted
same guy.
Gray and he's going to come and see us.
Charles?
There was someone I was chatting to, and I think that was his name. It could be wrong.
Yeah.
he's
That's
going to
awesome.
He's going to come and see us
So,
at the next London
Chuck
Comic
is one
Con.
of my best friends, my oldest friends. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's so great.
I will take some pictures for you, Bill.
So, because I was going to see if you guys could meet him. You guys can meet up somehow, and look
We are
what
going to meet up.
happens.
He's going to come to
He's a big comic fan.
Okay, well, he's
That's
coming.
I'm not mixing him up with somebody else, but someone was definitely telling me that. I think that was their name, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Chuck, and I'll make sure it is if it's not. So
Tell him to bring thousands of pounds.
That's so great.
Tell him to bring thousands of pounds.
He's been watching our show, so I'm betting that's who it is.
Yeah,
and he said he really enjoys them.
Really?
And he's had a lot of fun watching them.
Okay.
I think we're Anglo-centric. No, he didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm not sure we're Anglo-centric. There are two Brits and two. Well, sometimes we have three Brits. And
well, yeah, but aren't Kal and I Anglos?
Well, no.
Oh, come on.
Come on. No. Hang on. You've got an ex-Marine, and I don't think ex-Marines are English. So Kyle is nowhere, and he's in Indianapolis. That's like sort of redneck central.
Yeah.
Oh, and Texas isn't. San Antonio, Texas isn't. Well, we're actually liberal.
Redneck central, and Texas is sort of redneck suburbia.
The hub.
There you go.
Redneck Lebanon.
So, at the risk of repeating myself, in case I did, have I ever told you guys my Grateful Dead relevant story?
Please do.
I remember.
It's Grateful Dead relevant because of Phil Lesh. Do you know who Phil Lesh is?
No.
The bass player. I'm not going to go dig out the pictures from the concert, but he was the Grateful Dead's bass player. Went on his own, toured with members of the band. Weird stuff come on stage with him now, but he still keeps things going on. And Phil Lesh is on tour. And Gray, you know what a writer is, right? You don't.
A writer, yeah.
So a writer, when you're playing a music venue, you forward a writer at least 24 hours in advance. Like Ozzy would say stuff like, or whoever was the one said no brown M&Ms or whatever.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth.
But the writer on Phil Lesh for the show coming up that my guy was opening, on the first paragraph, it said, no police presence backstage. Second paragraph, in all capital letters and exclamation point, no police presence backstage. Bold, italic, thing and things like that. On his third part of the writer, it said, no police presence backstage, period. And that was his entire writer. No drink, because they usually send drink requests. We need this many bottles of that, 24 bottles of water. You know, you got to have the crew for this and load it. You know, stipulations. Had 3 stipulations and said, don't have cops here. We'll take care of everything else.
So
and then the basic eating things, you know, but there were no riders on there were no special stipulations because that comes part and parcel. You know, we provide catering and this is what comes if you want anything additional.
Random Rick is asking, why is Bill so close to the camera? Well, he's not. Oh, he is back again. Bill was the warm-up act for Bill Hicks. And they were known as a double bill. So he has to get close into the camera.
Hello. I think I'm the only one who does this from my phone. Is actually the truth, and I'm nearsighted. So thank you for noticing.
I'm on my telephone. You just need a stand to hold it. But this is my phone. But it's also a phone I have to put on my air charger now.
Paolo said Redneck Suburbia would be a great name for a New Order cover band.
Oh, that would be. Sign me
I
up.
think you're right, actually, Paolo. I think I should trademark the name.
My cousin was Lyle Lovett, and I'm sure he'd love to cover that.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that would be great, actually. Lyle Lovett would do a great cover for Redneck Suburbia.
Redneck Suburbia. I don't know. It's hyperbole.
I have to tell you, Bill, I've been listening to quite a lot of Lyle Lovett since you told me about your relationship. I actually like him. I think he's got
he's fantastic.
He's got a real difference to his voice.
He does. And he's just, he's great.
I know, I agree. I've not listened to a lot of him before, and I've been listening because I like country music, and I've been listening to him, and he's got a real different timbre to his voice.
So he's the genre they call Texas music, which is it is country, but it's like not it's like far more subtle. And it's like different. It's not twangy, is what I meant.
Yeah, it's not twangy. No, he doesn't do twangy.
No, but he's good.
He's very good. Very good. I like him.
And Blanca hates when I mention the song. She's no lady. She's my wife.
No lady, she's my wife. I love that song.
Yeah.
You know who this guy is?
John Schneider is.
Yeah. Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep, there's a John Snyder country album there for you.
So fun fact about Bill Field, I was a background actor in one of John Schneider's TV series after Dukes of Hazzard.
Really?
Yes.
That is really obscure. Okay.
Very obscure.
Okay, what was the TV series called?
So it predated Touched by an Angel, but it was basically this husband and wife who died. It was kind of like Topper, which is an old, you may know that reference, Mark, but Topper was where this couple dies and they come back as ghosts and they bug this guy named Topper. Well, in this case, there was no Topper. It was just they came back, and they had to perform like fix-its for situations in the living world.
Okay, and what was your role? Were you just an extra?
Yes, but my episode, the two people, the guy who played Booger in the nerd movies, and he was also in Moonlighting, and I can't remember who the actress was, but they both reprised their roles as lovers in this. So I was in a scene with both of them in a blockbuster video kind of place, and it was fun.
Did you get paid?
Yes, I did. $150.
Moonlighting?
Yeah.
Moonlighting.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was like
$150.
almost 30 years ago.
You're a professional actor, mate, and you're a movie star.
Well, and I was also in 2 episodes of Hawaii Five-0 when I was a kid.
Whoa!
The original. Not the remake.
Now, hang on a minute. This is every week we find out something very odd about Bill. So, did you live in Hawaii?
Yes. Okay. So I was an Air Force brat,
right? And
my dad was also at one point. If I've never told you this will freak you out. My dad was roommates with Johnny Cash for a year in 1951, Tripoli. Tripoli. Yeah. During Korea, they were in Tripoli.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. But my dad would tell him, Johnny, can you please quit playing that damn guitar? I'm going to get up at 4 a.m.
No, I'm going to play Ring of Fire.
Yeah. I got this little tune for you, Bill. Ring of Fire. And, but my dad, yeah. And so I have all this history around all of that, but yes, as a result.
So you're in Hawaii.
So
how old are you?
I was 7 to 14.
Okay, and how did you get to be here as an extra in Hawaii 5-0?
Okay, so they asked for extras at the airport, and they asked for extras at the mall.
Right.
And both times I signed up, and I think I might have gotten $10 for both appearances.
Wow.
But it was great because, I got to be right there in the middle of the action as they ran past me and tackled somebody.
Okay.
And so it was fantastic.
So do you know which episode? So if we watch old episodes of Hawaii 5-0.
You know what? I keep watching them now that I can watch them all on Paramount.
Yeah.
And I keep looking for them, and I can't find myself yet.
Okay.
And I'm really freaking out. And I'm not quite sure. It's possible I'm in one of 6 episodes because nobody took notes when this happened in my family. So I've had to go back. And of course, there's multiple scenes of airports and malls. Yeah. So once I figure it out, I will and once I do, I'm going to try to do a still frame because I know I was seeing at least one of those. So by family. So another weird thing, when we moved back, Mark, the Elvis in Hawaii live show was on NBC here. And one of the first people you see is this young girl that was my cohort in elementary school, Simone. And you see her like yelling for Elvis. And it freaked me out because I just left there and I was missing Hawaii. And I see one of my friends, 3 weeks after I moved back.
Where did you move? Cool. When you went from Hawaii, where did you go? Back to Texas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the weird thing is that I was conceived in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because my parents lived there first.
Right.
And then they moved to San Antonio. So then I was born in San Antonio.
Okay.
Like 7 or 8 months later. And then when I was 7, we moved back to Hawaii. So my dad was in personnel, so he could basically say wherever we wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, San Antonio and Hawaii, both great places. So
yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know. Somebody's been murdered. I don't know what's either Greyman or Melva is murdering somebody.
That was drinking buddy.
Sure, guys.
I think the rent.
That's drinking buddy. That's what he does.
Kyle.
Right, guys, I'm going.
And me too, guys. Have a great night.
As always, my favorite.
It was great. Yes, dude.
Gray, you're about to be on your own. We're all leaving.
The year we go down.
Yeah.
When we think,
Bye.
with the birds.
With the birds,
Yeah, your dad,
whatever it was
Lucy and
called
that.
then.
Yeah, sheep.
Yeah. One by the Irish guys, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a good day, yeah. But, oh man, fucking great finish for Bowen as well. Yeah, I can't believe it. Yeah, so good. So we're in Europa League next season.
So fucking be better than normal.
Yeah.
Cool, good broken glass, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Underneath the
Yeah, quite from the play.
yeah, probably. Underneath the
Man. Yeah, it's great atmosphere at the Kal-El. There's people going mad.
it's the beers in there, expensive.
Oh yeah. Isn't everywhere, you know.
Yeah, no problem. That's good. The next year's squad, look it up now. It's all over now.
Yeah.
And my fucking mobile phone was going slow, and then you came in. So don't be bother.
So you don't worry.
I'll get back to my string off. I left them chatting to themselves.
Oh man. Okay.
I was like, fuck this, I'm hungry. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
While they're moving on.
That's it, right. Oh. Good hell. First time we won like a third tier Europe since '65.
Yeah, cool. But they've all buggered off. Yeah, they buggered off and left it on. Cheers, guys. Cheers for buggering off and not waiting till I come back. Bye, everybody. I've got my dinner here now. Apparently the stream's finished. West Ham won. Hey! Irons. Anyway,